Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
On the campus of Norwell High School in Ossian, welcome to another production of high school baseball on wellscountyvoice.com. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome aboard. Alongside the highly esteemed Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz, I'm Derek Decker, and it's a pleasure to be with you here this afternoon for a little high school baseball non-conference action featuring Norwell and Concordia today. A couple teams that have both played 10 games. Hard to believe that already. And the weather's taken a turn for the better here this afternoon on a picturesque 72-degree day here at Norwell. But today, let's talk about the kind of week that the Knights had. Alex, we'll start with you. A bumpy last week, to be quite honest. They started the week off with that loss at the Crawfordsville Invitational Championship in heartbreaking fashion, 8-7 to Lafayette Central Catholic. Followed that up with back-to-back losses against Homestead and Snyder, both 6-4, but two very different 6-4 games. And we left Parkview Field on Thursday night thinking this team's not on a great trajectory right now. They respond by putting up 18 on Friday night at Angola.
Yeah, this team has been pretty up and down. We've seen their best and we've seen their worst, and we thought we saw a lot of their best against Homestead in that 6-4 loss, a game where they led 4-0 most of the game. Brody Bolin pitched a gem of the game, and then on the flip side, again, you're minus Ronco Haynes and Josiah Leidig at Parkview Field on Thursday against Snyder for that 6-4 loss, and they made a lot of young mistakes because there was a lot of young players out there for Norwell. But a good bounce-back win against Angola, 18-1. Again, we that's a pretty good program, and I guess maybe they're a little bit down this year, but still, to go up there and get a win on a Friday night is huge.
Yeah, it is. You know, Angola doing a little prep before that game, didn't make it up for the trip. I had work, but they have not had a losing season since 2011, and that's a program that traditionally is very solid. Let's join public address announcer Cheryl Goodmiller for tonight's starting lineups.
Starting or leading off for the Cadets, number 20, playing center field, Max Cleve. Batting second, number 10, and playing shortstop, Jace Parnan. The third baseman, number 7, batting third, Tyler Grossman. The right fielder, number 9, batting fourth, Cooper Harris. Batting fifth, number 28, and pitching, Jackson Valentine. Number 42, the first baseman. Batting sixth, Luke Boltemeyer. Batting 7, number 6, playing left field, Joey Schwantz. Batting 8th, number 3, the catcher, Kyle Measley. And batting 9th, number 8, the second baseman, Carter Ripke. The Cadets are coached by Matt Urban. And now your starters for the Norwell Knights. Leading off for the Knights, number 11 and catching, Eli Riley. Batting second, number 12, center fielder, Luke Graft. Playing shortstop and batting third, number 6, Ronco Haynes. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 26, Brody Bolin. Number 13, left fielder, batting fifth, Leighton Bailey. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 5, Josiah Leidig. Number 7, the DH, Crew Bustle. Batting for tonight's pitcher, number 16, Bo Morgan. Batting 8th, number 17, second baseman, Luke McBride. And batting 9th, the right fielder, number 10, Cade Shelton. The Knights are coached by Dave Goodmiller and Jamie Feldheiser.
First pitch on the other side.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back here to Norwell, starting just a little bit after 5 o'clock here this afternoon, and here's how the Knights will line things up defensively. Today, it's Leighton Bailey, Luke Graft, and Cade Shelton left to right of the outfield. On the infield, Brody Bolin and Josiah Leidig at the corners. Ronco Haynes, Luke McBride up the middle. Eli Riley, the future catcher at St. Francis, starts behind the dish. And on the mound today, Alex, for Norwell, is the junior Bo Morgan, who goes for his second start of the year. His only start was against Heritage, ended in a loss, but a lot of positive things to take away from that start for Morgan.
Yeah, the score ended up being 10-1, and we both talked after the game. That's a bigger margin than what it kind of felt like during the game. Bo did a good job keeping the ball down, commanded his fastball, and used his off-speed pretty well in his first start of the season. Usually a guy that mans right field. And so it was good to see him get a good start there on the mound.
So Norwell starts today with Bo Morgan. Concordia will send Gleave, Parnan, and Grossman to the mound, or to the plate rather, here in the top half of the first inning. The Cadets looking to get back on the right track in the winning ways. They went on a 4-game losing streak last week with losses to Heritage, Dwenger twice, and DeKalb. A couple of future and past opponents in that mix there for Norwell. This is part of a 3-game week here for the Cadets. They'll have Northrop in an SAC doubleheader Tuesday night at home, and then Thursday on the road. Our two umpires today behind the plate, it's Chris Green, and on the bases, it's Tommy Muth. Max Gleave will step in. The Cadets are in their road maroon with white letters and outlines of a trim. Norwell in their home white pants with the Navy pinstripes and the Navy jerseys as well, with gold letters, jersey numbers, and white filling as well. First pitch of the day for Morgan is downstairs for ball one. We're underway at 5:14. Game time temperature 72 degrees today. Just a light breeze at 10 to 15 miles per hour. What is left of the breeze today blowing out of the south will be moving out towards left field today. The 1-0 is a cut and a miss by Max Gleave. Morgan, in that first start, went 4 1/3 and struck out 7 while walking 4. His control was a factor down in the later stages of that ball game. Of course, he was relieved by Lane Lewis, who ended up giving up several runs in the top of the 7th inning to widen the margin. The third pitch down, it's 2-1 against Max Gleave with Jace Parnan on deck. Morgan works with nice pace and stands at the first base side of the rubber. Out of the windup, hits the knees for strike 2, called by our home plate umpire Chris Green. And it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just a gorgeous afternoon, relatively light crowd here in Ossian today. Just a few scattering of folks down the third base line. The 2-2 fastball paints the corner, called strike 3, and a nice start for Bo Morgan.
First batter up for Bo Morgan, he kept the ball down today, and that seems like it's going to be a key with the wind blowing out to left field. A nice warm day. he kept his misses were down around the ankles. So good start for Bo.
Yeah, that's the other thing we talked about in that first start was the fact that Morgan was able to keep things down in the strike zone. Almost all of his misses were down there. And Heritage shot the gaps a couple times. Swing and a miss by the 2-hole hitter, Jace Parnin. But, Heritage came out and hit the baseball on a cold day here at Norwell. And, as we've seen most of the teams in the section, we'll see Belmont later this week. And then, of course, we don't see Oak Hill during the regular season. Ball one up above the letters of Parnin. But I think based on that game, I would have to look at Heritage as being the sectional favorite at the moment, even though neither team got to throw their ace in that game.
Yeah, Heritage swung the bat, and they swung it often, and they swung it really well. They ripped a couple of doubles down the line. They showed that they could hit with power, and again, the wind was blowing pretty much in or kind of a cross breeze, and they were able to muster up a couple of one-hoppers to the fence.
2 balls and a strike here to Parnin. And that pitch is lifted in the air to left, deep. Going back is Bailey. That ball is gone. That cleared it by quite a bit. A long shot for Jace Parnin. And the Cadets take the early 1-0 lead on the solo shot with 1 out here in the first.
First breaking ball we saw of the day from Bo Morgan. A little bit of a cement mixer, left it up a little bit, and that's what we just talked about. Especially on an off-speed pitch, you can't miss high on that or leave it hanging. And he took advantage of that one.
Yeah, and the wind assisted just a little bit, but that ball would have been gone anyway. That was a long drive. 3:15 down the line in left here at Norwell, 3:45 to the gap. It was somewhere about halfway in between, shaded towards the third base side of the scoreboard. The first pitch to the 3-hitter Grossman is fouled back and out of play. Colin, I noticed you parked back here today, and after all your experience as a player and now as a fan, that's a bold move.
Little known fact of Taylor University is the Bergwall parking lot is right there next to the baseball field. So
that's right.
I've escaped death a few too many times to be too worried about it. I parked facing the right way. If it takes out a windshield, it'll be the back one. I'm just experienced to this, Derek.
If I can recall correctly, we were talking about this before the game, as the 1-1 pitch to Tyler Grossman is a fastball that rides the inside corner for strike 2. Concordia had that happen a few years ago out here in a minibus and went home a little breezy. A ball and 2 strikes here to the 3-hitter Grossman. It's an off-speed pitch that dives down and away, 2-2. Solo shot for Jace Parnin to deep left here already in the top half of the first inning. The Cadets lead 1-0 on a gorgeous afternoon for baseball despite a low-quality weather weekend. 2-2 fastball lined right up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So Parnin and Grossman go back-to-back on hits, and Grossman is aboard with 1 away.
Yeah, nice swing there by Grossman. Just, again, choked up on the bat a little bit, just hit for contact there and knifes it into center field.
Cooper Harris steps in, the right fielder for the Cadets. Concordia has a losing record both at home and on the road. Norwell's been 2-1 here at home, only their 3rd home game in 11 to start the season. They had that Homestead and Snyder and Lafayette Central Catholic 3 straight at neutral sites. There's ball 1 just off the plate to Harris. Of course, that Homestead game last week, which was a dandy, was up at the Ash Center World Baseball Academy on the turf. Good thing we played on the turf that night too, because it was not a pleasant night to be outside. Now that's lined into center field, and that's down for another base hit. Graff plays it on a hop. Grossman goes station to station and stops it too. And 2 men are aboard with 1 out as the Cadets rally their 3rd hit of the inning.
Now batting for 28, Jackson Valentine.
And here comes Jackson Valentine, the pitcher. And Eli Riley will stop things, and Jamie Feldheiser will take a trot out to the mound. Jamie Feldheiser officially takes the pitching coach role here in the and did in the 2019 season. Of course, this is the 2nd season under Dave Goodmiller, who was 22-10 after the win over Angola on Friday night. Norwell looking to continue some momentum. This is part of a 6-game week for the Knights. In fact, 6 games in the next 2 weeks each for the Knights. They've got Leo to open the NE8 slate tomorrow night here in Ossian at 5:30, and then Belmont on Thursday before Carroll Friday and Hamilton Heights for 2 on Saturday. And, of course, 2 conference games next week as well. But you're entering that stretch of the season that always comes up this time of year, of course, weather pending, where you're playing 12 games in about 14 days.
Yeah, and this night's pitching squad, we kind of touched on the question marks we had earlier in the season, and this pitching squad doesn't go very deep. Now they get Brett Wathen back here soon, and that kind of gives them a little bit more depth, but it'll be interesting to see how they use their pitchers here in this 6-game week.
First pitch is down to Valentine as it bounced in there, and Riley smothered it with a chest protector. Norwell is not holding Harris on first. Grossman with a average size lead that increases just a little bit. Haynes in and out from shortstop. And Leidig playing behind the runner at first, the 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike call. Girls tennis going on out here today as well. It's Homestead, I've been told, out there on the tennis courts that are beyond the left field fence here at Norwell. There is track and field going on at the football facility. The 1-1. That's another changeup. That's blocked to the dirt by Riley once again on a 59.5-footer, 2-1.
You know, it's such a boost of confidence for your pitcher when you have a catcher back there that can block the ball like that. You got runners on first and second base. You need an out bad. Just a beautiful block from Riley.
You wouldn't know anything about that. 2-1 here to Valentine. Fastball popped up. Foul territory towards the vehicles. It won't reach that far. It bounces in the grass before the parking lot. Counts even at 2-2.
You're the one that mentioned it, Derek, not me.
Well, there's no way could bring up the. We're talking about lineage of Norwell catchers that goes back a long ways. Yeah, we've got certainly no other big names we're going to talk about that might be in or not in the press box here tonight. But there's a long history at that catcher position for the Knights. 2-2 pitch framed nicely by Riley, but it was off the plate, and the count runs full. Big situation here for Bo Morgan. The other thing we talked about against Heritage is more often than not, in strikeout situations, he was able to get them. And this is a situation where a strikeout certainly wouldn't hurt here. The payoff pitch. Fastball grounded towards the left side through the hole into left. And they're going to wave Grossman around third. He trips, falling to third. I don't think Bolin was in his way. I think he just took a tumble. Matt Urban is suggesting obstruction, and he's talking to Tommy Muth about it. Tommy doesn't seem to think that there was obstruction, and now he's getting a little animated, and he kind of waves him off. Matt Urban walking down towards the home plate umpire, Chris Green, and now Tommy's involved. So Tommy's chasing Matt Urban away here, and he's really fired up. My eyes were on the left field bouncing ball that was heading towards Leighton Bailey out there. But Grossman took a tumble, and they're going to award Tyler Grossman home plate. So that's going to score a run and credit the RBI to Jackson Valentine on the RBI single. What a start here for the Cadets, who have come on into Ossian and put up 2 here early on.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the right call. Brody Bolin going to cut off the ball there and kind of just ran into Grossman. Grossman playing football at St. Francis, so he'll have to get used to getting ran into. But
first pitch was fouled straight back by Luke Bultemeyer. Where's number 42 for the Cadets with 2 runners aboard. Still just 1 out here in the first inning and already 2 runs across. Morgan checks the runner at second. The 0-1 pitch is waved at and fouled out of play. Third base side over the Norwell dugout. 0-2 to Bultemeyer as Morgan trying to work ahead here. 4 hits in the inning for the Cadets, and none of them have been soft contact.
This is where you need a ground ball or a strikeout. That last curveball had him way out front. This is when I would go high with a fastball, try and get him behind it a little bit, maybe get a little chase.
Morgan has his sign, comes set at the belt, checks the runner once again. The 0-2 pitch, a check swing, and Bultemeyer did not go around. Count goes to 1-2. It is nice to have the middle infielders and everybody, the starters, back. Ronco Haynes at short, Josiah Leidig at first. Neither one of those guys started at Parkview Field on Thursday in Norwell's 6-4 loss to Snyder. The 1-2 in the dirt, blocked by Riley, and Harris is not going anywhere. But Bultemeyer working himself back into the count. It's 2-2. Morgan's ERA a shade over 8. Obviously a small sample size coming into today with just the one start against Heritage, but that's not getting any better here today. 4 hits in the top of the first for the Cadets. The next pitch is high and away to Boltemeyer, and he's worked it full.
Yeah, Bo losing a little bit of control there with just missed a spot there on the high fastball and then spiking his off speed, and then kind of just lets that fastball just fly there. He needs to find the zone again.
Payoff pitch once again, and he missed it high, and he walks him. He had Boltemeyer behind 0-2, and then threw 4 straight outside the zone to load the bases with 1 out.
And that's just a matter of him striding all the way out. I kind of feel like he short-strided there and let his upper body fly, and that created a high miss there.
That's already going to stir bullpen action as Eli Johnson trots down to the third base bullpen for the Knights.
He's had 2 strikes on a few different batters. It seems like he's trying to nibble a little too much and almost can't find it.
There's strike 1 at the knees.
Once he starts nibbling a little bit, he can't bring it back in the zone. 3 really good takes there by him.
Right.
But that 2-2 pitch was just uncompetitive, and you can't have that on a 2-2.
Yeah, you talk about that so much with pitchers nibbling and trying to be a little bit too fine. That pitch grounded up the middle, could be 2, bounce to Haynes, relay to second, and on to first for the inning-ending double play as the Knights needed that one badly. The Cadets had him loaded with 1 out, and Schwantz grounds into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play to clear the Cadets of any more runs here in the first. But the damage is done. They get 2 on 4 hits, and they leave a pair as well. We're on to the home half of the first. The Cadets leading Norwell 2-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to Ossian. Concordia plates 2 in the top half of the first on 4 hits against Bo Morgan, and here's how the Cadets will line things up defensively today. Schwantz, Gleave, and Harris left to right around the outfield, and on the infield, Grossman, Parnin, Ripke, and Boltemeyer. Kyle Measley gets the start behind the plate, and Jackson Valentine gets the ball on the bump for the Cadets here this afternoon. Norwell will send Riley, Graft, and Haynes. Concordia sent 7 to the plate in the top of the first, and the inning-ending 6-4-3 double play with the bases loaded was huge to limit the damage a little bit. And Riley steps in hitting 333 after a good outing at Angola on Friday. Takes ball 1 upstairs here against Jackson Valentine. But this is a guy who obviously is playing baseball at the next level, now takes a strike just above the kneecap. Riley is reaching base over 50% of the time on the season and leads the Knights in stolen bases with 6. One upstairs, missed just at the letters, 2-1. Wind blowing out today. We did have a home run off the bat of Jace Parnin in the 2-hole in the top of the first. Flag at half staff here at Norwell this afternoon. 72 degrees, just few clouds dot the skyline. 3-1 now to Riley as the fastball missed upstairs again. Mentioned 345 up the alleys, 315 down the lines, and 375 towards straightaway center. The 3-1 pitch hitter's count here to Riley, and he swings and lifts this one high and deep towards left field. This ball carrying, and it's going to get out of here. I thought it was going to reach the gap, and it reached itself all the way over the left center field fence for a solo shot to lead things off here in the first for the Knights. The ball is carrying to deep left this afternoon, and Riley gets his second homer of the year.
Yeah, real nice swing. Just squares it up, and just a line drive home run. Really didn't need to hang up in the wind too much because, he muscled that thing out.
That's what you're supposed to do with a 3-1 pitch right there.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a similar spot to where he hit the first one this year. And that's a heck of a shot there for Riley to get things underway on the offensive side for the Knights. This is a team that has responded well offensively all season long, averaging 11 runs a game. Luke Graff takes strike one. The lefty stick has been a strike hitter, a first pitch hitter, and a walk drawer over the course of the year. That skips in there, a 58-footer, and Graff skips out of the way. A ball and a strike here to Luke, who has drawn 9 walks in 11 starts. This Norwell team has homered now for just the 5th time over the course of the year, with 4 different guys contributing for those 5 home runs. The 1-1 off-speed grounded towards first, wide of the bag. It's a guy in Valentine who is a fastball heavy thrower. We saw that in the first at-bat already to Riley. And he works here ahead of Graft 1 and 2. Missed way inside. Clips the glove of Measley and heads toward the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Valentine is wearing the black undershirt with long sleeves here today. Concordia in the road maroon with gray pants and a red belt as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Graff for the left-handed batter's box. So waves the bat near his helmet. The 2-2 breaking pitch that was left up. 3 and 2 missed outside the zone to Graff. Here comes payoff. And he missed it. Ball 4, and that is the 10th walk drawn by Graff, which puts him again ahead of Josiah Leidig for most on the team.
Yeah, real nice AB, not nibbling too much. But he was also aggressive, ripping that foul ball down the line, and now a dangerous runner on first.
Dangerous runner on first, dangerous hitter at the plate. Ronco Haynes is back after missing the last couple games at the tail end of last week. He's hitting .630 in 8 starts for the Knights this year. Runner on the move. First pitch misses outside. Graft is in there with a slide. The throw goes into center, and he puts the brakes on. He was thinking about 3 as he got back to his feet, and Dave Goodmiller held him at second. So a stolen base for Luke Graff puts the tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, I like the aggressive base running there going on first pitch because, again, you give up 2 runs in the top half of the first, and then the home run draws you within 1, so you want to get that second one back real quick here.
Measley's throw was high and wide of the bag. The 1-0 pitch coming to Ronco Haynes, and another spike ball that's blocked nicely by Measley, but he's behind Haynes 2-0. Rocco's a guy that can really make guys hit, leads the team with 7 doubles and 20 driven in. And that's, of course, with 2 fewer starts than most of the rest of the guys in the starting lineup for the Knights. That's downstairs once again, 3-0 as he skips it in there to Rocco.
Yeah, this team really missed Rocco during that Parkview Field game against Snyder. He would have made a huge difference. And we noted Thursday about there was a play to Bo Morgan at shortstop, and it ate Cade Shelton up at first too. And that's the 2 guys that Norwell was missing on Thursday was Rocco and Josiah.
Well, that's a 4-pitch walk issued to Ronco Haynes. And now Valentine will take his glove off, take a little strut around the mound, and the big boy Brody Bolin steps in here for the Knights with nobody out and 2 runners on. So the Knights have responded well already after giving up 2 in the top of the first. And Bolin a chance to give the Knights potentially the lead here in the bottom of the first. By the way, that was the 5th walk by Ronco Haynes that he's drawn all year. This is his 9th start of the season. First pitch to Brody Bolin is down 1-0. Ronco Haynes in 9 starts now is the lone Knight that has played significant time to not strike out on the season. That contributes to reaching base almost 70% of the time. Brody Bolin hitting a shade over 400 with 13 driven in, and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball line towards the right side, and it's through for a base hit. The right fielder was shaded towards the line. Harris gloves it, picks it up, finally throws to the cutoff man. Bolin stretches it into a double, and the Knights tie the game on the RBI double from Brody Bolin.
Had a good mindset right there. Sitting dead red fastball. This guy hasn't been able to throw a off-speed pitch for a strike yet. Sitting dead red fastball, did something I never did when I played and took it to right field. Able to get a nice double out of it. Nice RBI, tie this game up already.
Graft with great speed, obviously. Ronco Haynes chugged towards third. Leighton Bailey, the hitter now, in a tie game here in the bottom of the first, all square at 2. Bailey has taken a bit of a nosedive after a hot start to the season offensively, and he grounds this pitch towards third, just outside the bag. And a diving effort given by Grossman, but he didn't reach past the chalk line. And just a long strike there for Bailey. But he had started the year hitting close to the 500 mark, down to 355. But still a guy that can hit for power, handful of extra base hits, and 16 RBIs on the year for the Knights. Bailey's been a mainly pull hitter, but the right fielder still shaded way towards the line. Cooper Harris pops this pitch up down the line. First base side, ranging in foul territory and off the tip of his glove. Bultemeyer was underneath it, and he just could not haul it in. The wind pushed that a little bit back towards fair territory. Bultemeyer didn't get a great read off the bat, so Bailey survives, and he's behind 0-2.
This is a spot where 0-2, got runners on second and third, nobody out. Just put the ball in play here. Make a productive out, choke up on the bat, just try and put it on the ground up the middle somewhere.
Bailey's been so good at that this year. Only 3 strikeouts over the course of the season, making his 11th start. That's a bender that played a little chin music against Bailey and missed inside 1-2 as Bailey was leaning out of the way. Josiah Leidig on deck, then Crew Bustle. Nobody out still here in the bottom half of the first, tie game 2-2 at Norwell. Valentine comes set just below the chin. The 1-2 pitch is out in front of, ground ball towards third. Now Ronco Haynes caught up between third and the plate. He's in a rundown. The throw goes to Grossman at third, and now making the grab is Grossman. He'll tag him out, and heading towards third is Brody Bolin. Also a good piece of base running by Leighton Bailey to make it towards second. So Concordia does get the first out of the inning, cutting down Ronco Haynes at the plate, but still second and third and just 1 out here for the Knights.
Yeah, that was maybe the only spot you could have hit it where that thing would have happened to Ronco Haynes. Otherwise, I think he would have made it. I think Rocco's best bet would have probably just been bust it and try to slide under a tag there at home plate. But nonetheless, move up. Leighton moves up to second, so you still got 2 runners in scoring position.
For Josiah Leidig. Fastball down and out to Leidig. Valentine has really labored here in the bottom half of the first. 22 pitches and only 8 for strikes. The ones that have been strikes, he's given up a couple of base hits on. Obviously, the solo shot to Eli Riley to lead off the inning. And the next is down again, 2-0 to Josiah Leidig. Valentine's been closer to the zone here as of late, but still has not gotten anything below the knees from Chris Green. Bailey leads away from second, Bolin from third. That's outside, 3-0 to Leidig. Leidig attempting to match Luke Graft with his 10th walk of the season, with Bustle waiting on deck here. And Bustle has been a guy that has hit surprisingly for extra bases on a number of occasions over the course of the year. Here's a strike given at the bottom of the zone. Bustle has really been a good producer in the lineup here, hitting towards the bottom. He's hitting the 7th spot or the 6th spot most of the year. The 3-1 pitch here to Leidig is up and away, and he tosses the bat aside to load the bases. And this is going to draw a visit for Concordia. They're going to just be pitcher and catcher here. And this is a situation where the Knights continue to threaten with the bases loaded and just one out here in the bottom of the first. Norwell's responded nicely after a rocky first inning from Bo Morgan, giving up 4 hits. You know, based on the 2 starters today, obviously neither team going with their best guy on the mound and the wind blowing out. But again, not that significant. It's just a nice day for baseball, and we might see a lot of runs here this afternoon.
Yeah, it is a really nice day. It warmed up, and the ball just seems to pop off the bat when it gets a little warmer. And you know, Colin Schwartz has had plenty of good days hitting when it's 72 degrees and sunny and the wind blowing out.
I did what I could.
Well, the pitching visit is over. Crew bustle, getting some instruction from first base coach Jamie Feldheiser, and he will strut back towards the mound and step in from the left side. Bases juiced here for Bustle.
And Derek, you talked about both teams really not going with their ace on the mound today. You look forward to the schedule for Norwell here. You got the NE8 opener tomorrow. Leo, you play Belmont a little bit later in the week. You never want to lose to them. So, understandable strategy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, 6-game week. You're trying to manage things. Norwell did not play this weekend as the first pitch up and away to Bustle, who has been a dead pull hitter all year. But the corners will play in here for Concordia as Boltemeyer a step on the infield grass, and Grossman playing back towards the bag at third. He lifts this in the air towards right, down the line, playing it and charging, making a diving attempt, but it falls, is the right fielder Cooper Harris. Bolin scores. Being held at third is Leighton Bailey. Dave Goodmiller put the brakes on there, and Norwell scores another run. That's a bloop single off the bat of Crew Bustle, and that ball checked up, and now Cooper Harris is still down out there in right. And so we'll have some attention as Norwell trainer Emily Hopkins is making a slow walk out there, but it does fall for a single to give the Knights the lead.
Yeah, it was a kind of a funky fly ball there. It looked like it might be tailing towards foul territory out here in right field, but the wind again pushing it back into play, and Harris kind of got crossed up there, and it almost like he was taking an awkward angle, and and the ball dropped in front of him. I think it might have popped up and him in the face.
Yeah, he dove forward towards the plate, just kind of straight in, and probably fortunate he didn't either roll his wrist or something like that on a play like that. Norwell does get the lead. Cooper Harris is back to his feet. Again, Emily Hopkins is out there talking to him, but Valentine having a hard time getting outs right now, and Norwell's still threatening with the bases loaded. Well, Harris, I think, is going to stay in the game as he puts his cap back on, and he lost his glove on the play. It popped off of his wrist, and he just needed an extra moment. Get some balls down the line. There's been some odd things happen. You know, Harris has played towards the line, but he was playing really deep on that play.
Right.
You'd think generally that would be a fly ball that should be caught on that play, and I don't think it would have been deep enough to score the run. Norwell might have tested it, but you got to remember the runner was bowling, so that may not have even scored a run on a normal situation. So just some odd stuff has happened with Harris. He's also playing really tight towards the line, leaving a wide gap out in right center. So with one out, Luke McBride will step in, the second baseman, and McBride a chance to give Norwell a larger lead and extend already what has been a 3-run first for the Knights. Valentine throws ball 1 in the dirt. He has really had some trouble finding first pitch strikes. 29 pitches already here in the first, and only 10 have found the zone. And 3 of them that have been swung at have been made solid contact of and resulted in a trio of Norwell hits in the first. The 1-0 is sliced out of play by McBride. McBride has been up and down over the course of the year, but hitting .310 now. Had a couple of doubles up at Angola on Friday, and he's driven in 10. Long look in for Valentine once again. Comes set at the chin. The 1-1 pitch misses upstairs. And again, Valentine has just not worked ahead of hardly any hitters here in the first.
Yeah, never a recipe for success is getting behind hitters, especially a team like Norwell. That's real fundamental and sound in getting their pitch and waiting for that fastball, like Colin said, laying off the off speed.
Well, that was way outside the zone, and now McBride is ahead 3-1, and this is a situation here where this pitch better be looking pretty nice for McBride to give an offer at it. I mean, this is a guy that has drawn 6 walks, has a patient approach at the plate, and the bases are loaded. And that pitch misses down, and it's a walk for McBride, and that drives in a run. 4-2, Norwell has extended their lead.
Still plenty of ducks on the pond here as they go station to station, and the freshman
That's right.
now set up to do some damage.
Cade Shelton still searching for his first varsity hit. He is 0 for 9. Does have a couple of RBIs with a hit by pitch, a couple bases loaded walks over the course of the year. But a big hit here could be a big boost to his confidence. First pitch misses in the dirt, but right now, Valentine can't throw a strike.
You know, if I'm Shelton here, I might be taking until I get a strike.
I agree.
He is struggling right now. Easy RBI. Just take until you get a strike. See if you can't get a cheap one.
And this would turn the lineup card over, of course, with the dangerous Riley, who already homered to lead off this inning, waiting on deck. And that's another 59-footer. The ball gets away, and this is going to score a run. Josiah Leidig trots in from third. That got wide of Measley down the third base line, and Norwell extends their lead once again. It's now 5-2 on the wild pitch from Valentine, who just continues to have all kinds of struggles here in the first inning.
I take back what I said now. I'm not taking until I get a strike. I'm swinging out of my shoes here, trying to get 2 RBIs out of this now.
Well, that's right. Now your approach definitely changes. So everybody moves up a bag. Second and third with 1 out. 5 runs in the first for the Knights. Valentine holds the ball behind his back, goes through a sequence of signs with the catcher Kyle Measley, and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, called a strike. Shelton was kind of nudging himself out of the way, but it caught the inside corner. And there you go. I mean, that's the strike there. Not a bad location for Valentine. 2-1 with, again, Riley waiting on deck in an already large and crooked number thrown up by the Knights. This ball is grounded towards second. This is going to get a run in. The play is made there on the 4-3 putout, and that's the second out of the inning. RBI, though, credited to Cade Shelton to make it 6-2.
It's a great approach by Cade Shelton, someone who hasn't had a hit yet this year. You probably know you're not going to hit one out of here. Just get a run in, choke up, get yourself an RBI,
right side.
Get Bo Morgan another run. And how awesome do you feel if you're Bo Morgan in the dugout right now?
No kidding. His offense has responded with authority here in the bottom of the first inning as Riley steps in and takes ball 1 on an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now you get to take a deep breath. You look up at the scoreboard and you go, okay, not only did we erase those 2 runs, but we also got 4 on top of it.
Yep.
And now I can just go out there and just like it's a new game and just go out there and forget what happened in the first inning.
Well, Andy, you feel like you're probably going to get more throughout the game.
Right.
The 1-0 pitch, grounded foul, hits the plate and bounces back towards the Norwell dugout. 1-1 to Riley. Also, how big is that double play to end the inning looking now? Because Concordia had the bases loaded with 1 out, already 2 runs across, and you're thinking this could kind of explode into a giant inning for the Cadet offense. And Morgan gets the ground ball he needs with Ronco Haynes back at shortstop for an easy 6-4-3 twin killer to end the inning. And now Norwell has built on that and taken momentum and sparked their offense. 2-1 to Riley. And to be fair, for the most part, again, Valentine's missed low, but it's been way low. He's spiked a bunch of off-speed pitches that have gone in there. Measley's done pretty good work. The 2-1 sliced out of play right side by Riley.
He's made those off-speed pitches easy to lay off of. And for someone who's struggled with control, that makes it easy as a hitter just to go, you know what, if I'm not getting a fastball, I'm not swinging here.
Valentine's already over 40 pitches in this first inning. We have played 35 minutes, and we have not made it out of the first. Hope we're in for the long haul. Good thing we had a 5 o'clock start here today. Of course, it ended up being 5:13 or whatever it was. The 2-2 to Riley, and he lays off again as that bounces in front of the plate. 3-2.
You know, I know he checked his swing a little bit there, but as a 2-2 pitch, you have to have that be your best pitch in your arsenal. It has to be on the corner, maybe even a little bit off, try and get a little chase. But, man, just so many non-competitive pitches on 2-2 just make it easy.
The payoff, and that's in the dirt again. And he walks Riley. So that puts runners on the corners. And some decisions are going to have to be made. Norwell's actually going to courtesy run for Eli Riley, even though he leads the team in stolen bases. And Nathaniel Whirling will trot out there. Good to see Whirling back out on the field for the Knights. As, man, he really took one on Thursday late in the game against Snyder. Got hit by a pitch up and in. Caught him inside the bill of the helmet. We'll see if he's on the move here with 2 outs. Beasley has not shown a great ability, at least in warm-ups watching him for the game, to be a threat to throw out runners. Whirling has just one lone stolen base on the year, but they're not holding them on first. And now they will come in as Boltemeyer trots towards the bag. And signs will be given again by Kyle Measley. I don't know. I think we should just stay in the first inning forever today. Going pretty good. Both teams had certainly their moments offensively. Valentine stares in, whirling a smaller lead now that Boltemeyer is holding him on. Not taking off. The pitch is driven into center by Graff, slicing away from the center fielder. Diving attempt given, but it's by him and it goes to the wall. 1 run is in. Whirling being waved around third. He stumbles a bit. The throw is cut off by the shortstop. They're going to try to gun him down at third, and they will get him, but the run comes across to score. 2-run score as both McBride and Whirling score on the play, and it's a 2-run double for Luke Graff to make it 8-2, and we're finally done with the first inning. Graff tried to leg that out and stretch it into a triple, but Norwell comes up with 8 runs on 4 hits to take an 8-2 lead into the second inning at WellsCountyVoice.com.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
It's amazing how quick a game can change. Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz here this afternoon from Ossian. Fellas, about a half hour ago, we were thinking, man, this is a good start for Concordia on the road. Team comes in at 4-6. They've been up and down. They lost 4 games last week. Their only win was against Blackhawk. They played every day of the week last week. They played 5 straight days. That is a long haul. They won the finale 5-2 against Blackhawk Christian, and they put up 2 runs in the first inning, and then Norwell responds with an 8 spot, which is one of their largest innings of the season.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason why is just because Valentine had problems getting ahead on hitters. He usually started out 2-0 or 1-0, and Norwell hitters were able to kind of sit back on the fastball, as Colin would say, and hunt that, and that was a majority of their runs.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like Morgan was on cruise control in the first inning. He gave up 2 runs, 30 pitches. That 6-4-3 double play was huge, but he spiked his first 2 pitches here to Kyle Measley, and the issues with control carry over for Morgan as well. And this, guys, is a spot where you just have been given a 6-run cushion after not having your best stuff. This is where you have to absolutely bear down and get some pitches over the plate and at least try to make the Concordia hitters put the ball in play.
You need him to eat up innings. A lot of games coming up. You need him to probably at least get through 3 here.
At least.
And this is where you got to come out. You just got 8 runs, 6-run cushion, a lockdown inning. Just throw strikes. You're facing the bottom of their order right now, at least the bottom 2 to start out. Just throw strikes, let them put the ball in play, try and keep it down, ground balls. That's all you need.
And your defense is reloaded, too, with Ronco back behind you. Yep. So, you have arguably your best fielders behind you now, so just throw strikes.
Beasley was way out ahead of a changeup, now flies this pitch foul and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the second inning. We're laboring here today, but it's a good thing that it's 72 and sunny outside. It's been perfect today. You know, a lot of places in the state didn't make it out of the 30s and 40s yesterday. A cold and wet weekend overall. Sun shining now. We should approach or perhaps eclipse the 80-degree mark tomorrow for the conference opener. This pitch is lunged at and a soft serve into center for a leadoff single for Kyle Measley, and a good at-bat there to lead things off. But again, Morgan got behind. It results in the 5th Concordia hit of the day.
You know, we've been talking about that 2-2 pitch needing to be your best pitch, and I honestly think that was. He's way out in front of it, got him with a changeup. That's just a great piece of hitting with 2 strikes. Just throw your hands at the ball. It's just nothing you can do about that if you're Bo Morgan. That's a great pitch.
Sam Bruno will courtesy run at first base for the catcher Measley. And Carter Ripke, the 9-hitter, steps in for the Cadets. First pitch called a strike at the knees.
Haven't seen a pickoff move yet from Morgan. I'm sure Coach Urban is also thinking that.
Yep.
Encouraging the pinch runner, or the courtesy runner, to extend his lead.
Yeah, Matt Urban's been around the block a few times. Understands the game very well. That pitch is in the dirt. And Bruno was bluffing on the play as he took a couple of hard steps towards second, then retreated towards the bag after Riley kept that ball in front of him.
I don't know how much I want to test Riley, especially when you got the especially when you got the top of your order coming up here.
Yeah, the answer is you do not want to test him.
Oh, there you are.
1-1. Oh, Riley fumbled the baseball, and in there standing up is Sam Bruno. So that is fortunate for Bruno. And the pitch was called a ball, I think, although it was close. I don't know. Anyway, it's a stolen base for Bruno, no matter what the pitch was. And so Ripke will take that pitch off the plate. And it's 2-2, so that pitch was called a strike. Runner at second for Concordia, nobody out here in the top of the second. Norwell leading 8-2. Morgan comes set at the belt, checks the runner, delivers the pitch. It's fouled out of play. Towards the red Chevy.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm not worried. Hey, I'm fast enough now too. We're all haul out there. I'll save it.
A little lighter in the loafers.
That's right. Bruno extending his lead from second, but leaning back now goes into his secondary. Pitch is way outside, snagged by Riley. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is the 9-hole, and you do not want to walk the 9-hole to flip the lineup card. You got to throw a strike here.
With nobody out.
Yeah, that's right. Payoff. Grounded foul. Another nice at-bat here for the 9-hitter, Carter Ripke. As, by the way, fellas, that was only the 2nd stolen base allowed by Eli Riley all year. He's gunned down 7. So that's a pretty good percentage. And that one, he really didn't give himself a chance at after fumbling what was called a strike.
Still almost got him.
Yeah, right. And Bruno kind of lounged in there standing up, and he was only safe by about a step. 3-2 pitch way off the plate, and he lost Ripke. I think we're going to be here for a while. First and second, nobody out for Concordia in the second.
Bruno got a good read on Bo Morgan on that second base. Very aggressive. If Bo doesn't change up a little bit his looks, he might swipe another bag on him. It won't even give Riley a chance.
Off goes Eli Johnson again, back to the bullpen. Top of the order in Max Gleave is the hitter. Oh, they throw it into center field. The runner was heading towards third, and he's going to score. Error on Riley as he tried to backpick to second. The runner was caught between second and third, and Bruno scores on the play.
He saw what I did there. He had a huge secondary lead 2 times in a row.
Ginormous.
There. A good throw there. I mean, it gets him.
Yeah, this is going to draw a visit from Dave Goodmiller.
think if I were on Norwell right now, I'd be pretty happy if I was an outfielder. Coach Goodmiller is not very happy right now.
No. It is that's just a little bit of an implosion play, and it is not gone well here in this inning again. And we talked about before this inning how much a strong inning is necessary coming back after putting up an 8 spot in the bottom of the first, and Morgan has continued to struggle.
You know, I honestly don't mind the play from Riley
No.
there. You got a pitcher on the mound who's
right.
struggling a little bit. Try and steal an out for him. You know, it's just
agreed.
It's just unfortunate
Right.
how he let it go.
Yeah, and you had Bruno dead in the water, kind of caught in between a rock and a hard place, for lack of a better phrase, and he just guided over to second. Bruno was faking towards third,
and now Morgan throws it to the backstop as that one almost didn't reach the dirt apron. Well, he's all over the place, and that puts the runner at third.
And you get that right after a mound visit. That is so frustrating.
If this batter reaches, I think you can close the book on Bo Morgan today. I hope Eli's ready out there.
Hey, let's go, Max. Let's go 2-0. Let's go, kid.
2-0, driven towards right, fairly deep, but camping under it is Shelton. He's hauling it in, and the throw to the plate is going to be relayed, but it's not in time. An RBI coming for Max Gleave. The wild pitch comes back to hurt Bo Morgan. Another run comes in to score. That'll clear the bases finally, 8-4 after the sac fly for Max Gleave.
Just reset now. Get out. Keep it down. You know, you got cleared the bases. Still got a 4-run cushion.
First pitch is off the plate to Jace Parnan.
Just those strikes.
Well, obviously, you know that Morgan is having the fact that Parnan took him deep in the first inning sitting in the back of his mind right now. So it's likely wanting to be careful, keep things down and away. The 1-0. Grounded foul and a hard ground ball that Parnan turned on. Sitting on the 1-0 fastball. Pitch number 50 coming up for Morgan.
Think you spin one right here after that far out front?
I don't know. See if he can get him off balance. He does try to do it, and he catches the outside corner for a strike.
And, you know, it's really nice having a catcher who called games, you know, sitting right behind us and giving insight because, I mean, he called it. It's almost like he's calling the game.
1-2. Pitch is supposed to be low and a fastball, and Morgan just has not been able to locate the bottom of the strike zone, save for a few times in the first inning, and he's spiked a lot of baseballs. We talked about Valentine having the same problem.
You know, and a lot of that comes from, I think, Bo's just trying to aim it, and that's why he's short striding on those pitches where he's trying to locate low, and he's not striding all the way out to that divot that's starting to form there on the mound where most pitchers stride out to, and it's costing him.
2-2, way high, 3-2. This is just the nightmare start. Even though you still got a comfortable lead at this point, you do start thinking, especially if you're Dave Goodmiller, going down the road. You got 6 games this week, and try to stay away from dipping into the bullpen too early, and he just loses Parnan on the second walk of the inning. And I don't know how much longer. Well, no longer. This is going to be the end of the rope here for Bo Morgan, as Dave Goodmiller has the hook with him. He's calling for Eli Johnson. We'll have the changes when we come back on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org. Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Back here in Ossian, hope you've made yourself comfortable on your couch or your recliner, because we're an hour in almost, and we are still in the top of the second inning, showing no signs of ending the second inning. Eli Johnson has come in relief for Bo Morgan, and we were just talking at the break, Alex, Eli Johnson has kind of found a little groove over the last week or so. He looked really good at Parkview Field. His numbers over the course of the year, he's making his 4th appearance, only 5 innings thrown, an ERA of an even 7, 4 strikeouts to 3 walks. When he hits the zone, he has strikeout stuff. He looked okay at Ole Miss as well, but at times he can struggle with his control, and at this point, that's the last thing you want to see coming out of the Norwell bullpen.
Yeah, after a less than ideal outing at Crawfordsville, he found a good rhythm at Parkview Field. He kind of takes an unconventional walk around the mound after every pitch.
Yeah, ground ball on the first pitch, grounded towards third, on to second, and it gets away from McBride and goes into center field. Not a good throw from Bolin, hit the tip of McBride's glove and squirted away into center. And so Eli Johnson came in and got the ground ball he needed to potentially end the second inning, and it goes into center instead for the second Norwell error of the second inning.
Yeah, and he was about to get ahead on the batter and got him to roll over to a usually good fielder in Brody Bolin, but
yeah, it was clean. It just a bad throw.
Not what you like to see behind Eli Johnson.
Second error of the inning, and Johnson steps off. Leidig is holding Grossman on first. Parnan's at third. With 1 out here in the second, 8-4, and Concordia closing the gap once again. First pitch fastball, called a strike to Harris.
If you're Eli, all you can do is try and get that same exact pitch, that same exact outcome. Just trust that Brody can make the play this time.
Frustrating start here for Norwell defensively. The 0-1. Yeah, bounces in there, gets away from Riley. This is going to score another run. And in trots Jace Parnan. On to second goes Grossman. It's been one of those days here. Wild pitch. And again, that's the thing we talked about. Johnson had a couple of those down at Crawfordsville. We were just discussing that. And he stares in for the 1-1 sign. Fastball down, 2-1.
I have a feeling Coach Goodmiller might lose some sleep tonight going into the NE8 opener tomorrow.
With a short bullpen in a 6-game week. And we're in game 1. Yeah, not an ideal start. Dave Goodmiller's taking a lean against the side of the dugout at this point. The 2-1, Johnson mixing up his looks. Off the plate, 3-1. Whoa. Sorry about that. Neither one of us said it, so
right.
I don't know.
Concordia Lutheran.
From the Lutheran school.
Uh-huh. We'll just move on from that. 3-1 pitch is lined towards left down the line. That's going to sink in for a base hit. It bounces, and it's fielded by Leighton Bailey on a hop, and it's an RBI single for Cooper Harris. And Grossman scores from second to make it 8-6.
Yeah, the Siena Heights football commit linebacker serves it into left field and gives Inches Concordia 1 run closer to this night's lead.
That's the 10th combined hit between the two teams. Concordia has 6 of them. We've got 1 out here in the top of the second inning. That is an unearned run at the moment. That pitch is going to miss high above the letters of Valentine. Well, Valentine knows all about missing outside the zone. 44 pitches in the bottom half of his first inning. But again, he's got to have confidence going forward as well. His offense has responded. And certainly, even though Concordia has a much lighter week, they do have 2 conference games. They've got Northrop twice, and that's always a formidable opponent in the SAC in what has turned out to be a rather weak year for the conference. Strike 1 to Valentine, center cut, 2-1.
Got to wonder what the over-under was for this game.
Probably less than 14, and we're already at that mark. Johnson steps off and brushes his chin with his sleeve as Harris never even went back to the bag. The 2-1 pitch popped up, foul territory. Riley giving chase back towards the screen, and he's out of room. 2-2. Wind is gusting out a little harder now towards left, which is just the thing you want to see. We've already had 14 runs today. As the runs continue to pile up. 2 errors in this inning committed by the Norwell defense. And really, frankly, when you go back and look at it again, that double play in the first inning could have been much more for Concordia. That pitch is down to run the count full against Valentine. Well, Bo Morgan walked 3 hitters on his own. Valentine walked 5 in the bottom of the first. That's why we're still here. This pitch is lined towards center, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Valentine splits the defenders and goes right over the second base bag for Concordia's 7th hit as Harris goes to second.
42, Luke Boltmeyer.
You know, it feels like we're going 2-2, 3-2 with every batter here.
Yeah.
We got to get 1-0-2. Throw it high and in, something to get a night. You just got to get ahead, and on a day where it's a hitter's day, neither team has been able to get ahead in the count at all.
Boltmeyer steps in from the left side, and the pitch misses in the dirt, and it squirts away from Riley for another wild pitch. And that will put both runners in scoring position now, and the runner at second, Valentine, represents the tying run. Norwell had a 6-run lead coming into the inning.
Takes you out of a double play scenario too,
which they already blew one of this inning. Baseball is a game of having mistakes snowball really, really easily, especially at the high school level. And there's a strike call, thigh-high fastball to Boltmeyer. But again, could have been a double play. At the very least, they were going to get an out there, cut down the lead runner for out number 2, and then you're just one pitch away from getting out of everything. Instead, Concordia's piled on a couple runs since that time, and that is blocked nicely by Eli Riley. The pitch was in the dirt. 2-1 to Boltmeyer. Joey Schwartz waits on deck for the Cadets, trailing by 2. 11 combined hits, top of the second inning. Up and away, 3-1. Like some bullpen action there for Concordia as well. Both teams trying to do anything they can right now to get outs. And it's not an easy thing to do on a day like today. There's strike 2 at the belt. Boltmeyer looked like he was taking all the way.
Well, wouldn't you after seeing a pitcher
Fair
with
enough,
so much
but still, Cadets they're a base hit away from tying the game. Johnson comes set, delivers the payoff pitch. It is grounded weakly towards third. Bolin is charging. Johnson cuts it off, bare hands it, makes a strong throw to first, and got Boltmeyer by half a step. Nice play by Johnson, bouncing off the mound and making a barehanded throw to get the speedy Boltmeyer.
Yeah, that's a way to field your position if you Eli Johnson and get you an out without a run scoring.
And I don't know a whole lot about the speed of Cooper Harris on third base. But that's like that was almost like a swinging bunt squeeze.
Yep.
He probably should have scored on that. That would have been a tough play to make at the plate.
I think traditionally, if you don't score on that play, it's because you got not a good secondary.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is Harris really never got that far down the line to begin with? Johnson delivers the strike 1.
Nice pitch.
Wave and a miss by Schwartz on a pitch in the dirt.
Schwartz, where are you going next?
After seeing that, I'd go right back to that. I'd go right back to that pitch, if you're comfortable with it, with runners on second and third. But they might try and go up, try and fool him.
Johnson comfortable with that, and they fool him on a breaking pitch that was right there for strike 3.
They went right back to it.
Yep. So that will retire the side. Concordia though comes up with 4 more big ones, and they've got 7 hits now, and they lead. Norwell has their lead trimmed to just a pair once again. 8-6, headed to the bottom of the second inning on The Voice.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to Norwell, 8-6. The Knights are in front, and the entire Norwell team is situated outside the dugout as Dave Goodmiller's still giving a thorough talking to. We run 60-second ad spots around here, so that talk went on at least a minute, and finally they're back in the dugout, and we've got a new arm on the mound for Concordia, and that's number 12, Nathan Zexer, who is a junior for the Cadets, and so the starter Valentine lasts just one inning for Concordia, and one would expect that after giving up an 8 spot in the bottom of the first, but Concordia is drawn back to within a pair after scoring 4 in the top of the second inning. So Zexer is in, unaware of any other defensive changes, as Cooper Harris is back out towards right, and I think it's just going to be a straight change there. And so Ronco Haynes will lead things off for the Knights, and then Bolin and Bailey, 3-4-5, due up for Norwell. Zexer has already struggled with his control in the warm-up pitches and saw him struggle a bit down the line as well in the bullpen for the Cadets. He goes sleeveless here on this 72-degree afternoon with the wind blowing out, and Norwell trying to build back, guys, but again, the struggles defensively did not help themselves in that inning. Bo Morgan chased after just 1 1/3 in his second start of the year. And it has been a hitter's afternoon, and the runs have continued to pile up already here on this Monday afternoon.
Yeah, and this is a less than ideal game to have, as Colin touched on, with a long week staring you in the face after this. And if you're Norwell, you got to find some efficient play right here and get some short innings here, because this week can get longer and longer. And I see Valentine at second base right now, so he did stay in the game.
Okay, there's ball 1 to Ronco Haynes. So that means Carter Ripke is either out of the game or moved somewhere else. But we'll take care of that whenever we can. Ball 2 to Ronco Haynes. Ronco walked back in the first inning here today, trying to start, again, productive Norwell offensive inning. More bullpen action for Norwell down the line. That's ball 3, just missed high.
I think that's Cade Shelton.
It is, and he pitched on Friday. He was the starter on Friday. Right, so there you go. So only 4 innings, but 51 pitches, very efficient. Ronco Haynes draws another 4-pitch walk. Again, it's just neither team can find a guy that can consistently pound the zone here this afternoon.
Yeah, and if I'm Concordia, Ronco Haynes is probably itching to really get a hold of the ball here after not playing in the last couple games, and keeping the bat out of his hands might be a good thing for Concordia.
Bolin doubled to right his first time up, and the first pitch is well off the plate. Zexer's missed with his first 5 offerings.
That's 5 straight balls out of the new Concordia pitcher. I think I would be taking all the way. Take till you get a strike at this point.
It's just the most frustrating thing for a pitching coach in this kind of a situation. Finally, he finds the zone. A ball and a strike here to Bolin. But again, on a day like today, especially when the offense is producing and you're finding ways to stay in the game, then to come out and have your pitcher kind of do the same thing is just maddening. 1-1 fouled straight back, and Measley had it go off his glove and then off the chest protector. 1-2 here to Bolin. Ronco Haynes out there at first. Leighton Bailey waiting on deck, then Josiah Leidig here in the Norwell second.
Again, I'm surprised that Ronco Haynes isn't on the move here.
Ronco, of course, coming back after illness.
Let's hang a curveball here.
Oh,
That
didn't hang it. It wasn't even close, and it goes to the backstop. And Haynes takes second on the wild pitch. Bolin trying to extend Norwell's lead once again here. Norwell might need, and probably will need, every one of their 8 runs they got in the bottom of the first. The way today's going. Haynes leans back towards second. 2-2 pitch up and away. 3-2 to Brody Bolin. And in danger of walking both of the first 2 batters he's faced is Zexer.
You know, after a 1-2 curveball that wasn't competitive, I don't know how comfortable they were with going another one, but I think I would have spun another one up. That 2-2 pitch was just a waste.
Payoff, and he gets Bolin to foul tip it straight into the glove as he goes spinning around in his shoes, and down goes Bolin for the first out. And here comes Leighton Bailey. Bailey reached on that fielder's choice on the ground ball to third. Ronco Haynes thrown out at the plate, got caught in a rundown. Bailey had good base running to take second on the play, eventually came around to score. First pitch off the plate to Bailey, 1-0.
Number 13, Leighton Bailey.
So 21 pitches for Johnson in relief of the starter Morgan to get the last 2 outs of the second inning. Zexer came in here for the starter Valentine after just 1 inning of work for him. The 1-0. Ball up, 2-0. So I guess that means, as of right now, Eli Johnson would be in line for the win. Morgan did not have qualifying innings. Of course, if that result holds, and we've had way too many runs to assume that is going to hold today. But Norwell already threatening here with 1 runner on and 1 out. And now Bailey ahead of Zexer 3-0. Zexer set at the belt, 3-0. Get me over fastball, call a strike. So we have had a combined, let's see here. We've had a total of 74 pitches thrown by Norwell, and only 39 have been thrown for strikes. Concordia has thrown 58 and only 20 for strikes. Ooh, that's a low strike called by Chris Green. 3-2 to Bailey. Probably not a bad thing to open up the zone a little bit here today. I think everybody needs a little help. Kate Shelton's warm-up in the bullpen has come to an end as he walks back towards the dugout. The 3-2 pitch with 1 out here in the second coming to Leighton Bailey. And it's grounded towards third on a nice hop for Grossman. He looks the runner back at second, throws a low ball to first, but it's dug out of there on a nice play by Boltemeyer for the second out of the inning. So Haynes holds it second. Leidig is stepping in now after walking into first. Leighton Bailey grounds out for out number 2. And again, putting up just 1-0 on a day like today might make a big difference.
Yeah, and after, a nice stern talking to by Coach Dave Goodmiller, you get the leadoff runner on, he gets to second, and you go a strikeout and a ground out, and he's still on second, and you might not get a run out of this inning. With the middle of your lineup, that's been pretty dangerous the whole year.
Yeah, that's true. Leidig has been a big part of that, has had a keen eye at the plate through his 10th walk back in the first inning of the season, 0-1. Swing and a miss, sliding behind.
He's way out in front of that pitch. I'd be sitting off speed right here.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if Zexer can locate it. He calmed down just a little bit after struggling at the outset of the inning. Throws that pitch tall and fouled straight back by Leidig. So Leidig is hitting just a bit over 300 on the year. Does have 1 double, but that's it. He's not been the guy that has hit for power most of the season. Would not take more than a single to get a run in here, more than likely. The 0-2. just missed, and Measley put a nice frame job on it, but just off the plate. Just a few non-threatening clouds around the horizon. A lot of action on the Norwell campus today. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the second in an 8-6 game. The pitch from Zexer is lifted in the air towards left, and it's down for a base hit. Schwantz waves his glove at it on the way by, but it bounces all the way to the wall, and that's a double for Josiah Leidig to drive in. Haynes from second on the 1-2 pitch left up in the zone.
Couldn't tell if that was a curveball or a changeup, but it was definitely off speed, and he left that one up. He's lucky that one only went for a double. Just a good piece of hitting, way to stay back as much as possible, try and hit inside out as much as he can, drive in a nice run.
Yeah, and I think a big reason why that only went for 2 is Josiah Leidig's approach at the plate, just to get the hands through the zone, not trying to do too much with it, just kind of serves it there into left field.
Yeah, once again, just talking about how Leidig doesn't hit for power very often. And he goes for the double. Now Bussell hits this one high in the air towards right center, and that's going to find the gap and go to the wall. Bussell around towards second. He will stop there as Leidig scores, and the Knights have gone back-to-back doubles on 2 straight pitches, and they make it 10-6.
Again, squaring one up. That one you can have a little bit more of an attack swing than just serving it into the outfield like Leidig did, but Crew Bussell getting the pitch he wants right off the bat and hunting the fastball. That's what we like.
So we were just discussing the middle part of that Norwell lineup being good for power. They had 25 doubles coming into today. They've already got a home run from Eli Riley at the top of the order. There's a big off-speed bender that finds the strike zone on McBride. And Luke McBride trying to build off of a first-inning walk. Kyle Measley will hustle out to the mound and share a very quick word with Zexer with that runner out at second base. Crew Bussell having a discussion with Jace Parnan and Jackson Valentine, the 2 middle infielders, who are squeezing the bag. Now Bussell away from second.
Crew Bussell, real popular guy, real people person.
The strike 1. Off speed. Ooh. Oh, please. That was as low as you can possibly go to get a strike call.
Well, he's seen 2 curveballs here.
Yeah.
Think they triple up?
I don't know, but this better not be a strike. The 0-2. Oh, he left it way up, and he grounded it foul. That was way high. So McBride fights it off.
He slowed every Zerxer. Oh, I don't know how you say it. Anyway, he slowed his arm and everything down there to throw that curveball.
I'd be throwing a high fastball after watching that swing right there.
Oh, man. Zexer stares in, delivers. There's the high fastball, and he chops it towards third. It's corralled by Grossman down there, and he makes a strong throw, a bit low, but caught by Bultemeyer to end the inning. So Norwell gets 2 to make their lead 10-6 heading towards the third on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
10-6 Norwell. We're in the third as the Cadets and the Knights have battled things out in the slugfest. Hour and 15 minutes to get through 2 innings here in Ossian this afternoon, but we're happy that it's warm. The door's open here in the press box, and a nice little crowd has filed out this afternoon. Eli Johnson back to the hill for the Knights after recording the last 2 outs at the top of the second inning, which means you can close the book on Bo Morgan, and Morgan's line looks like this. Gave up 5 earned runs on 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 1 for the Knights, and threw a total of 53 pitches. But again, only 27 of those, which is right about half, found the strike zone. Valentine went an inning in the start for Concordia and gave up 8 earned runs on 4 hits, walked 5 and struck out none. Zexer comes in for the last inning work for Concordia and gave up a couple earned runs on 2 doubles to end that inning, both with 2 outs. 2 big 2-out hits for the Knights, and the first pitch is called a strike to Kyle Measley, the catcher for Concordia.
Key here for Eli Johnson, get ahead, stay ahead.
Well, really.
Got 8-9-1 coming up here, so got to be aggressive.
Johnson did a pretty good job of that. There's strike 2 at the lower part of the zone to Measley. Johnson did a good job. Remember, he came in and got the ground ball, which could have been double play ball, on the first pitch. And then the throw was wide by Bolin and went into center field, and it lengthened the inning. But good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Kyle Measley as he swings and misses at a pitch down and away. And he's out of there on 3 pitches, 1 gone here in the third.
That's a start we need for an inning.
Be nice to see a couple guys settle in just a little bit. Johnson's first pitch finds the top of the zone now to Carter Ripke in 4 straight strikes, which is totally unheard of on a day like today. I'm sorry, it's not Ripke. It's actually Zexer, the pitcher. So he went in that spot. Of course, Ripke was the starting second baseman today. One is high. Ball and a strike. It just missed 3-1. Max Cleve waits on deck for the Cadets. There's a swing and a miss. And so Zexer has run the count full. Johnson's little trot around the mound after every pitch has been a little bit more expedited today. Payoff way down and away, and that's a 1-out walk for Nathan Zexer.
Number 20, Max Cleve.
All right, Maxie, just like last time. Let's go, man.
Max Cleve is the hitter now with just 1 out here in the third inning. First pitch misses away, so Johnson had started the inning pretty strong with 4 straight, finding the strike zone, and lost the second hitter of the inning, and now the 1-0. Foul tipped into the glove of Riley. Wind gusting at times, and other times it's below 10 miles an hour. But again, a hitter's day as the bender missed inside, bent around the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike here to Max Cleve, who has struck out and hit the sacrifice fly that scored a run back at the top of the second inning. Johnson steps off, takes a look at the runner Zexer, who does not have a wide lead away from first. The 2-1. There's strike 2 call. Parn and then Grossman 1 out here in the third. 10-6 Norwell.
Eli's had a good curveball here this inning. Try and get it down and away right here.
Instead, he comes back with a fastball that's left off the plate, 3-2.
Not a bad pitch, though, 2-2. At least made it close.
Zexer really, really weak off of first. Leidig's holding him on, but he's only off a couple of steps. Now into a good secondary, and this ball is lifted in the air towards center. This is playable for Luke Graft, and now Zexer needs to hustle back. He's going to try to gun him at first, and the throw is up the line. Riley there to back up Leidig as it got through him a little bit. But Zexer playing with fire over there at first. Fly out for Cleve, and that's the second out here at the third.
You know, Cleve doesn't strike me as a big power hitter, so I kind of like pitching up to him there. Try and get a nice cheap out, and then let's go back down here and try and turn it, because it's probably going to be tough to turn 2 on the leadoff guy who looks like a speedy guy.
Yeah, that's a good point. And now the home run hitter, Jace Parnett, who's reached twice on the walk, turns on that first pitch and lines a foul. Well, he's been locked in on the zone here early on in the day. I mean, he has been ready to hit on the first pitch each time. He has looked like a hitter today. Parnett, strike one, is fouled out of play towards the Stone parking lot. Oh, and 2, Johnson looking in. A quick check of the runner. Barely comes set. He just throws the bat head out there and pops it up into shallow right. This is an easy play for Cade Shelton, who comes on, and that's the first goose egg put up by either team here today. Concordia does have a runner reach base on the walk, but they're turned away here in the third. Norwell still on top 10-6 on the Voice.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
10 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for the Knights. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Cadets. Concordia's left 5 aboard. Norwell just 1. It's been a slugfest. We're in the bottom of the third. Norwell sending Shelton Riley Graff 9-1-2 to the plate against Nathan Zexer, who went by with almost a clean second inning. And the Knights tag team for a pair of 2-out doubles to push across a couple of important runs back in the second. And Cade Shelton will step in for the left side. The lanky left-handed stick will start things off here for Norwell in the bottom of the third inning, with the Knights leading 10-6, and he fouls the first pitch out of play. Zexer went 26 pitches in the second inning, 15 for strikes. Johnson now sitting at 39. He's recorded 5 outs on his own. Issued 1 free pass, but really that's the cleanest inning that we've seen all day here in the top of this one. Big bender that apparently missed inside. Ball and a strike. Jackson Valentine was the starter for the Cadets today. He's sitting at second base now. They play Shelton straight up, the 1-1. That's inside again, 2-1. This ball flown in the air towards center. Pretty deep, backpedaling is the center fielder Gleave, who puts the squeeze on it in rather uncomfortable fashion. 1 gone here in the bottom of the third. Both teams continue to put the ball in play. I know Norwell hasn't, didn't have their best starter on the mound. They've made a couple defensive mistakes. Hard to imagine Concordia's 4-6. To be honest, and we thought the same thing of Heritage coming in with a couple of weird losses. There's strike 1 to Eli Riley. But this is a team that could potentially make a run down the stretch of the season. A couple games against Northrop later this week. And again, obviously, Concordia didn't have their best on the mound today either. That's off the plate. 1-1 to Riley. Homered in the the bottom of the first inning. Walked his last time up. Zexer's 1-1 offering is outside, 2-1. Wind has calmed down for the moment. The sectional and regional champion signs line the left field against the windscreen here at Norwell, with Norwell baseball spelled out across its center. Riley takes the 2-1 for strike 2. Pretty good stream of traffic at this time of the day. We're nearing towards 7 o'clock here after a just after 5 o'clock start here at Norwell today. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed is lined towards left, and that'll sink in for a base hit. Riley's reached for the 3rd time here today.
What a great swing, great approach. Oh, there he goes for second.
Yeah, he's going to try to get there, and he does. And now the ball goes into center field, and he's going to try to go for 3. And Goodmiller will finally give him the stop sign at 3rd. And a comedy of events there from the Concordia defense turns a single into a Little League triple for Eli Riley.
Yeah, I was about to say what a great approach that was from Eli. You got a 2-2 pitch, a curveball, which you had already seen twice earlier in that bat. You're able to stay back. You've seen it enough. I don't know if I'd have tripled up on it. But then just a great awareness. Most of the time after a base hit, you just round first, head back, give the first base coach a high five. He was watching the throw come in. That's just great baseball right there.
Yeah, so he was watching the throw come in. Concordia didn't play it with a lot of urgency, and then by the time they realized that Riley was close to second, he gave a head-first slide in, and the throw was wide of the bag and trickled into center field. The 0-1 pitch to Luke Kraft is flown down the line, in left, that's blooping, it's dropping, diving grab made in left by Schwantz, but this will get a run in. So productive out from Graff, a sparkling defensive play by Joey Schwantz heading towards the line in left to make the grab, and the Knights pile on an extra run to make it 11-6.
That just eats you up as a Concordia coach right there. You got just a base hit. Now you got 2 outs with a runner on first base. But now you've given up a run because of just a lazy play.
Right. And, runs have been easy to come by today. But, that's going to make a difference deeper into the season. This is non-conference. Obviously not as important as the other two they're going to be playing this week. This ball lifted high in the air towards left. Going back is Schwantz. He's out of room. Goodbye. Home run for Ronco Haynes. Ronco Haynes goes deep for the 2nd time this year. It's the 2nd Norwell long bomb of the day, and the Knights have doubled up Concordia.
What were you saying, Alex, about his last AB? You thought he was looking for one to get a hold of.
Yeah,
boy, did he there.
Yeah, he's the type of kid that gets really anxious to just go out there and play, and the fact that they took the bat out of his hands by walking him on 8 pitches, basically, in his first 2 at-bats. And, he's looking for that first fastball over the middle, and he serves it towards the turtle there in left field.
Well, and I don't even think that pitch was a strike. That was a low curveball that he was able to golf out of here.
Yeah.
And, at the first few batters, who's pitching here for him? Mr. Zegzer was throwing that curveball a lot, letting the dugout see it quite a bit. And
yeah.
He'd thrown it for first pitch almost every batter this inning, and he was sitting on it right there.
The 0-1 to Bolin is left high, but fouled straight back. Back-to-back pitches that Bolin has done that with. 2 runs scratched across here by the Knights. And I guess, in hindsight, that play's not going to end up mattering because
right.
the home run kind of negated all that. But still frustrating nonetheless. It adds to the 2nd run here of the Norwell 3rd. And back to a comfy 6-run lead. That's down and away. Another off-speed pitch. A lot of off-speed offerings from Zegzer here in his couple innings of work. Yeah, there's a lot of strength showcased there by the senior Ronco Haynes, who muscled up and went deep with a pitch that was not a strike. And just kept everything compact and was able to stride out and put that thing over the left field wall. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Brody Bolin.
I'm sitting fastball here. He's thrown 3 straight. 2 of them have been hangers.
There it is. Paints the black. See ya. We're through 3. 12-6. Norwell on the voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Back in Ossian, Norwell leading Concordia 12-6 here this afternoon as Eli Johnson returns to the mound. Norwell plates a couple of more in the bottom of the third. They got 8 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Concordia got 2 in the top of the first, responded with 4 in the top of the second, and had the only day's goose egg in the top of the third. Has us to where we're at now. 8 hits for the Knights, 7 for the Cadets. There's been plenty of offense today. A lot of walks by both teams early, a lot of hits since then. And now Tyler Grossman will lead things off for the Cadets. Most dangerous part of the order due up here for Concordia, 3, 4, and 5 to face Eli Johnson. And the first offering is a strike call. Grossman thought about offering at it, but could not pull the trigger in time. 1 for 2 is Grossman today, but he's put the ball in play both times and reached twice. A first inning single and then reached on an error his last time up. That's bounced up there, 1-1 to Tyler Grossman. It's been a nice afternoon to enjoy a game, even though we've labored a lot. Not a little bit, a lot. 92 minutes in, top of the fourth. Time is called, and I think by the hitter, Tyler Grossman, who steps out of the box. Chris Green calling Johnson off just before he went into his motion. 1-1. Fastball catch at the top of the zone, 1-2. Johnson's worked both the top and the bottom of the zone today with a variety of locations on his fastball. There's an off-speed pitch, and it didn't hit him. Well, Grossman thinks it did. Took a couple of steps towards first, then looked back, but I think he's trying to milk that one because he steps right back into the box. Not a lot of argument there from either him or the Concordia dugout. Now the 2-2 pitch is high, and Johnson's run it full once again. 25 of 44 inside the strike zone for Johnson. Zexer's also thrown 44 pitches over 2 innings of work after 44 in the first by the starter. And there's ball 4. It's a rather disappointing walk. Here comes Cooper Harris. Harris has looked really good at the plate today. 2 for 2. Pair of singles. 1 down the line and left, 1 to straightaway center. And Grossman at first base after drawing a long leadoff walk. Ball 1.
This is dangerous because Harris does look like he has the stature to put one out here. So if you're Eli Johnson, you gotta be choosy with where you put the ball here.
And the way the ball is moving today out in that direction, it's definitely a possibility. He gets under this one, though, and flies it to center. Luke Graft is camped under it, heading towards his right. A shade to the third base side of second and hauls it in medium center. 1 gone.
Ooh, he just missed that one.
He did. You're right. We were just talking about that. He has a good approach at the plate. 1 out here for Jackson Valentine, who is also 2 for 2. Pickoff throw to first. Back in there safely is Grossman, not by a lot.
Again, first pickoff move we've seen by a Knights pitcher today. So
that's it, yeah.
Can't blame the Concordia runners for leaning a little bit.
Of all the base runners Concordia's had today, that was the first time that Norwell's gone over there. There's a strike call. They'll try to back pick, and the Lighting missed the tag. Now Riley, quick out of his glove. The pitch was called a strike to Jackson Valentine. Riley popped that thing out of there and shot it right back down to first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss by Valentine. Valentine leaning and reaching forward on the pitch that was down and away. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 12-6 Norwell. With Leo coming up with a conference opener tomorrow. The strike 2. Off the plate, runner on the move. Riley bobbled it again. Although I don't know if he would have had a good shot that time at Grossman, who got a good jump. Slides in safely for the 3rd stolen base against Riley this year, the 2nd one today. ball and 2 strikes to Valentine with 1 out. Oh, swing and a miss. Riley chases him down and slaps the tag on. Right against the number of Valentine. Nice heady play, good control shown by Riley, and nice speed as well. It's going to be hard to beat Riley out down the line. And he made up a step and a half against Valentine. 2 outs.
On that 0-2 pitch, they tried to throw an outside fastball. With the runner already advanced, I think they felt a little safer trying to throw one down into the dirt there. Able to get a good chase. It's a great pitch.
Bultemeyer fouls the first pitch out of play. Over the Norwell dugout, over Norwell Road. Into some vegetation in the field over there at this point in the year. We're still in late April, but getting close to turn the calendar towards May. Starting to feel like it a little bit this week. In the mid-70s. 0-1 is lined softly into center. Graft's charging, but he'll have to play it on a hop. This is going to score a run. Graft will throw the ball into second as Ronco Haynes will glove it there and hold the runner at first. Grossman scores on the 2-out single by Luke Bultemeyer.
Another breaking ball there from Eli, and there is such a thing as being a little too comfortable throwing an off-speed pitch. It's okay to throw a fastball to the middle of the order guys, especially when they're expecting a curveball. I think that he's thrown curveball over 50% of the time this inning.
Yeah.
You don't have to throw a curveball to the middle of the order. After you throw a curveball once, throw an inside fastball. Break the handle off once.
Yeah, we have not seen that really today, honestly, from either team. 1-0 here to Joey Schwantz. First pitch was high. Second pitch is golfed at and popped up on the infield. Ronco Haynes calling everybody off. He's a step onto the outfield grass and puts the squeeze on it to end the inning. Concordia scratches across another run. We're through 3.5. Norwell on top 12-7 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Well, sunset is 8:32 tonight. It's approaching 7 o'clock. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Norwell leading Concordia 12-7 here on The Voice tonight. And it is Leighton Bailey, Josiah Leidig, and Crew Bustle to hit here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Norwell gave up another run at the top of the inning. Concordia is getting a 2-out single from Luke Bultemeyer. And that scored Grossman. And that was the 7th Concordia run of the day. The first pitch is down and out to Leighton Bailey, who was 0 for 2 today. Grounded out both times toward the third baseman. First time reached on a fielder's choice. But that cost Norwell a run as Ronco Haynes was caught in a run down, 2-0. A lot of pitches that have missed the zone from both teams here today. And Zexer goes out of the wine and delivers a strike that's swung on and missed by Bailey. We're on to conference play tomorrow. Leo is 9-1 coming into play tomorrow. This has been a balanced league as far as out-of-conference play goes across the Northeast 8. 2-1 upstairs, 3 balls and a strike to Bailey. DeKalb and East Noble hovering around 500, a game or two above. Columbia City and Belmont just below 500. Then Huntington North and New Haven bring up the caboose of the conference, both with a combined 5 wins and 12 losses between the two. That didn't miss by a whole lot either, but it was outside, and Leighton Bailey has drawn a leadoff walk here in the 4th. It's the first game of Norwell in 14 days, first of 12, as the Knights have Belmont later this week in another conference affair, then Carroll on Friday, and what'll be a tremendous challenge. Pickoff throw from Zexer sends Bailey back in with a head-first slide. Hamilton Heights coming up here in Ossian on Saturday. Then back-to-back home games on Monday and Tuesday with Delta and New Haven. Delta, a new addition to the schedule. And then Adams Central and East Noble in the back half of the week, the work week, capped off by a double dose down at Bluffton on Saturday. 1-0 to Josiah Lighting. And before you know it then, the season will be right on the back edge, and the sectional will be right around the corner. There's a strike call just below the belt. The tournament draw is Sunday for both baseball and softball, and it's getting to be that time of year once again. And we'll have coverage for you live from Decatur, both this week and in sectional time. 2-1 to Leidig as the 1-1 was down.
Not a bad hit and run count right here.
Bailey has swiped a pair of bags on the year. Digs in. Not on the move. 2-1. Catches the knees for a strike. And Bailey, or rather Leidig, gritted his teeth a little bit. And thought he should have offered at that pitch. Knew it was a strike and a hitter's count as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good point there, Schwartzy, because that ball's on the outer half of the plate, and that's a great spot for a hit and run. Slap it to the other side and go first to third.
2-2, runner on the move. Called strike 3, throw down to second. Hits Bailey in the left leg as Parnin tried to glove that on the hop and missed it. So it is a strikeout against Josiah Leidig as he strikes out for just the 4th time this year. And he's caught looking here for the first out of the 4th.
Well, even if you're comfortable with him stealing, you could have just made it a run hit. Didn't need to be an automatic swing.
Right.
But that was a great pitch, actually, for a hit and run.
It was. Here's Crew Bussell. Single and a double today for Bussell, who's continued to come alive. And that's a cap shot, foul, and almost got a fan over there just to the third base side of the Norwell dugout. Bussell hitting .379 coming in. Again, a really productive guy at the bottom of the order, by far the most productive of anybody down there, consistently anyway. Turns on that pitch, but it catches the corner for strike 2. Enough for a mix between some short sleeve wears, some long sleeve wears, and some wearing just a single sleeve today. And the 0-2 pitch, wave and a miss, and Bussell's gone. Team high 10th strikeout for Bussell. Records the 2nd out of the inning.
17, Luke McBride.
Second baseman Luke McBride stands in. 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out here today. Ground out went towards third. First pitch is called a strike. Zexer stands towards the first base side of the rubber. Most of his right foot is in contact with the rubber. And Bailey takes an extra step of his lead. The infield plays McBride straight up. The strike 1 fouled straight back. Shadow's growing longer. Third base dugout, casting a shadow that has not quite reached the third base line yet. Dave Goodmiller, hands on knees, down at third. Jamie Feldheiser the same, down at first. 0-2 to McBride with 2 outs and a 12-7 game here in the bottom of the 4th inning in Ossian. Zexer comes set. The shortstop gets out of there. The pitch is on the way, and it's off the plate. Couldn't get McBride to chase. That was the 60th pitch for Zexer. Cade Shelton waits on deck if McBride should reach here in the bottom of the 4th. Wind continues to gust out here today. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. McBride takes it on the outer half. The side is retired. That's the first time Norwell's been turned away for 0 in an inning all afternoon long. And Concordia trails 12-7 coming to the bats on the 5th inning of the Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Norwell leads 12-7 here in the top of the 5th inning. Eli Johnson on the mound for Norwell. The run scoring has calmed down just a little bit after we had a combined 10 runs in the first and a combined 6 in the second. 2 for Concordia in the first, 4 in the second, and 8 for Norwell coming in the first. But it's been a weird day. A lot of hits, a lot of walks early in the game. A couple guys that got plunked. But this has been a weird afternoon for baseball. We're in the top of the 5th inning. We're almost 2 hours into the game. Kyle Measley leads things off. And then it'll be Nathan Zexer and then Max Gleave. 8, 9, and 1. First pitch grounded foul outside of third for Kyle Measley, who is 1 for 2 today. Singled in his first at bat and had struck out swinging his last time up. Johnson has settled into some sort of a rhythm. He's been one of the only guys to do that here today at any point. But then he misses way high. 1-1. 57 pitches for Eli Johnson. 61 for Zexer in a similar time frame. Here's a fastball. Off the plate. 2-1. It certainly didn't look like it missed by much.
No.
Riley kind of popped the glove on that and gave it right back to him. Now Riley's behind 3-1. Really, honestly, Chris Green's done a really nice job considering the circumstances today. There have been some strikes that have been given to pitchers, and that's been needed because they've all labored today. That's fouled back out of play. Didn't miss one by much. Nestled itself into the grass. Handful of vehicles left out there in the grass. Fans beginning to put on the sweatshirts as the temperature begins to cool off. We wouldn't know that in here. Nice and comfy inside the cement box. Payoff pitch is smoked down the third base line and just fouled. Well, that's fouled by a foot. And that was going to be extra bases for Measley.
I was about to say right before that pitch, it feels like he has his fastball timed up here. If you're comfortable enough here on a 3-2 pitch, I might spin one up there.
Well, he was sitting on it, and he turned on it in a hurry. Johnson gets away with it. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up here.
If you're comfortable with it, I'd spin one right here. You might get a funky-looking swing and a miss.
The 3-2. Another fastball, and he gave him a fastball down to the zone this time, and Measley missed it.
I don't necessarily mind the fastball there because I think Measley might have been sitting off speed there with a out front swing on that fastball before. So mind games there by Eli Johnson, and he wins there.
Here's Zexer, strike call at the belt. Zexer walked his first time up. Ripke, who started in that spot, walked as well back in the first inning.
And I give credit,
back in the second part.
Excuse me. I give credit to Eli Johnson there, but it's probably more Eli Riley there that calling the pitches that mixes it up there on Measley.
0-2 here against Zexer. Max Gleave waiting on deck. There goes the off-speed, foul right over our heads. Almost got inside the ticket booth. We almost got one at Parkview Field on Thursday. Well, you actually did get one because, of course, there was nobody in the club seats, but it just didn't quite reach our window in the visiting radio booth. It was a blast to do that game up there. The The 1-2. Way high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th. 12-7 Knights. They've led every moment of this game except for the top of the 1st. And there's ball 3. See things starting to get dark a little bit. Sun's gone behind the clouds for the moment. Some non-threatening, very thin clouds. I guess that was ball 3 to Zexer. 1 coming here to Gleave with him waiting on deck. Johnson's pitch, fastball, right down the pipe. And down goes Zexer for the 2nd out.
Well, I was thinking to myself there before the 1-2 pitch, being the 9-hitter and the swings or not swings that Zexer took there, I figured you just should pound the zone and kind of played around with him.
Glebe takes a strike, and now Johnson again getting more consistent in his strike throwing abilities. Towards 70 pitches, though. And don't know how long that Johnson will last here today, as there's ball 1 in the dirt. And this also brings into question what Norwell will do bullpen-wise tomorrow, should they reach that. Just so many things to try to figure out. We're working under the assumption that Ronco Haynes is going to start tomorrow against Leo. Then there's a lot of question marks as we go deeper in the week. It's just not a deep Norwell pitching arsenal. 1-2 down and away, 2-2, and Gleave held up. Even with the couple of JV guys that could potentially be available, Lane Lewis and Cade Shelton, who's playing with varsity today. Ooh. That's just missing again, 3-2.
Well, in a perfect world here, Eli Johnson gets out of this inning, finishes this inning, and then you put 5 runs up and we get out of here.
Well, unfortunately, the world's not perfect as the 3-2 is bounced in. And that's a 2-out base on balls issued by Johnson.
You know, I guess I just don't understand the pitch sequence right there. You get them down, and then they start messing with them, throwing curveballs. To a hitter like him, I'm just throwing high and in fastballs.
These two teams have issued a combined 13 free passes today. Oh, that's the 2nd time that pitch has been called down there. I think Chris Green might have some extracurricular activities planned tonight. Didn't expect this game to go 3 hours. That's off the plate, 1-1. The off-speed pitch down there has been called a couple of times.
Keep going down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just keep going back and see how many times you can get it. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and I think he missed it. As Parnan swung at that, the pitch was in the dirt, and it got through Riley. And on to second goes Gleave. So we'll give it a wild pitch. This, the official scorer in here today, because there's nobody else to question my authority.
That's one that Riley would tell you he has to have,
though.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
After watching that swing, I go right back to it, though.
And he goes with the fastball instead and strikes out Jace Parnan. So Riley strikes out the side in the top of the 5th inning, and we have hit the stretch. Norwell on top 12-7 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
12-7 Norwell, bottom of the 5th inning. They're on top of Concordia here on this Monday afternoon. Norwell making, it appears, some defensive changes as Cade Shelton going back down to the bullpen for the Knights. Concordia still has Nathan Zexer on the mound, and the Cadets are looking to continue here. And I think Nathaniel Worling is going to pinch hit for Cade Shelton in the 9 spot. Then Riley and Luke Graft. And so if Norwell does decide to bring Shelton into the game to pitch, this will be the 3rd guy used already today. We've discussed numerous times throughout the broadcast this is a 6-game week for the Knights. And Riley is sitting at Johnson is sitting at 78 pitches. The starter Morgan lasted 51. So both of those guys would be available again by the end of the week. So the pitch hitter Nathaniel Worling stands in from the right side, takes first pitch ball that missed high. Worling is 0 for 4 on the year, walked twice, struck out 3 times. And there's a strike call. Worling stands in with a wide approach and a slight stature, and that pitch was 27 feet outside. 2-1 here to Nathaniel Worling. There have been some pitches today that have not even been close to the strike zone, and that was one of them.
Megan and I watched the movie Major League last night.
There's
just a bit outside.
There's a few that were outside in that movie. 12 straight issued by Charlie Sheen. 3-1 to Whirling.
That's a wild thing to you.
Yeah, right. The top of the order waiting on deck. I read a story about that not too long ago, as the 3-1 is foul tipped into the glove for strike 2, that Charlie Sheen actually went on steroids for a couple months in the making of that movie to improve his fastball. Of course, that could just be Charlie Sheen blowing smoke. Probably was. But you never know. Payoff, fouled straight back. Whirling's worked the count full, and we'll see its 7th pitch.
That has to be my favorite baseball movie.
It is such a great movie. The second one is very subpar.
I'd have to disagree with you on that one, actually.
Subpar.
I enjoyed that second one, too.
And Nathaniel Whirling's trying to lead off walk here in the 5th. Well, obviously, the only other way to save some pitching, as we were discussing at the break, is for Norwell to pile on 5 runs here and end this thing early. It's doable, considering the way that Norwell has scored today. Remember, an 8 spot put up in the bottom of the 1st.
And you got a leadoff walk with the top of the order coming up now.
Right. We talked about it when Morgan was pitching. We talked about it when Eli was pitching. You don't want to walk the 9 spot to flip up this lineup card, and especially with this Knights lineup card.
Well, Zexer continues to miss, but not by much. That one was just off the plate. And you're right. This is the part of the lineup that can definitely get this job done. Again, as far as Norwell's concerned, when you really look up and down the lineup card, and that clipped a piece of Riley, he turns on that. So this is an ideal start here for Norwell, potentially en route to a big inning. And that, by the way, guys, is the 6th time that Riley has been hit in 11 starts. This is going to draw a visit from Matt Urban. He might bring the hook with him. Concordia trying to stay in this game at this moment. And Matt Urban taking a slow walk out there to have a conversation with Zexer. Kyle Measley will join them on the mound. First 2 have reached via a walk and a hit by pitch. Both Whirling and Riley have good speed, and they are going to make a change. They are bringing in Carter Ripke, who started the game at second base. We'll talk about the changes in just a moment when we come back after this break on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Carter Ripke's coming in the game for the Cadets as Matt Urban has made his second change of the day. And so we'll see Ripke coming in, try to relieve and get Concordia out of a bit of a jam. Norwell needs 5 runs to end this thing. They've got the first 2 runners to reach here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 12-7. And here comes Luke Graft for Norwell, batting from the left side. 1 for 1 today. He has reached twice on a walk and a double. He shot the left center field gap out of the reach of Max Gleave a couple innings ago. Also had a sac fly earlier today. Takes the first pitch strike. You know, I just can't stress enough. I mean, you know, it's obviously never easy to pile on 5 runs in an inning. But how important it would be to save Shelton for later in the week. Even if you could just squeeze another extra inning out of him. And it's really not all about how many pitches or if he's available or not. Could he be fresh coming into a game in a situation where they might need him tomorrow or Thursday or Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, and Shelton's warmed up about 3 times already today, which is, you know, yes, he hasn't recorded a pitch yet in this game, but, you know, he's probably thrown close to 40 pitches already down in the bullpen, so something to watch as well.
0-2 is again fouled away by Graft. Luke has such a good approach at the plate. He's an aggressive hitter, and he fouls a lot of pitches away, doesn't strike out hardly ever, and puts the ball in play. He's very aggressive early in the count as well. Only 4 strikeouts on the season. This is not a Norwell team that struck out very many times. In fact, less than 5 times a game coming into today as a club. The 0-2 is slapped foul, and that will drift there as Grossman didn't really give that a hard effort as the ball was kind of popped up just a little bit. Now, Kyle Measley will try to communicate something to Carter Ripke about where they're going to go with this next pitch. We've eclipsed the 2-hour mark here today. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. If we go the distance, which we might, we've got a real shot at the longest game of the year by far. Nobody really holding Merling on second. And Boltemeyer playing in front of Riley at first. This ball is hammered to right center field. This ball carrying towards the gap, and it's going to find it and nestle itself up against the wall. Graft with great speed around second. He takes the turn for 3. Whirling scores. Riley right on his heels. They're going to try to wave Graft around as the ball gets away in center, and that's going to clear the bases and score Graft as he circles them and makes it 15-7. Give him 3 RBIs.
Yeah, and that is a good recipe for the Knights getting out of here with only 2 pitchers pitched in a really weird game. Great gap shot out there to right center field, and a little miscue there on the cut back into the infield gives a good runner a round trip ticket home to home.
Well, we'll give him 2 RBIs on that play, and we'll give an error to the right fielder. And this first pitch by Haynes is pop foul out of play.
You know, he had him 0-2 for 3 or 4 pitches there, and he did a good job. He was fouling them off, and then he just hung one 0-2. I mean, you had him in swing mode. That is one where you might want to go high or way outside because you had him in swing mode. It didn't look like he was taking a pitch.
The strike 1 to Haynes. Wait a miss.
The last place that pitch should have been was where it was, and you know, that's a sign of a good hitter making you pay for it.
Sure. 2 walks and a home run for Ronco Haynes today. Another tremendous day. Welcome back, Ronco, after missing a couple starts. The strike 2. Swing and a miss, and Haynes is gone on strikes. And that is strikeout number 1 on the season for Ronco Haynes in game number 9. comes Brody Boland for the Knights.
26, Brody Boland.
Boland is 1 for 3 today, a double and a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch is down and almost caught Boland in the middle toe. It's 15-7. And we're in the 5th. 3 runs already here for the Knights. A couple more would be nice. Yeah. Ripke comes set, delivers the 1-0. Ball 2. Well, that was the second triple. Yeah, the second triple of the year for Luke Graff. RBIs number 12 and 13. Capping off a 4 RBI day, 2-0. Well, that ball is hammered again. To center, racing back is Glebe. He's not going to get there, and that's going to bounce up against the wall. Boland will cruise into second base with a 1-out double. It's fumbled again out there in center field, and that really hurt, I think. I don't know. I think it's Jackson Valentine. He's still down. I don't know if that was a cup check or what that was, but it was a one-hopper, and he is down. So it either caught him in the centerpiece, or
that's a center.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a center cut hit right there.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was, as he is gimping his way back towards the shortstop. It's actually Jace Parnan out there who was there to cut off the baseball.
Well, his pitcher doesn't care either,
no,
man. He's right back on the rubber.
Right back on the mound, big boy. Here we go.
No sympathy, and a big swing and a miss by Leighton Bailey on an off-speed pitch for strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice this doesn't really have anything to do with the game, but Brody has his batting gloves in his back pocket, and he took that at bat without his batting gloves on.
Nice.
He had them in the back pocket.
Real
So
nice.
just a random observation I noticed that I find weird.
You know, I think that is. I think that's relevant in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Not that it made a difference on his double. I'm just saying.
Is it just for looks, or?
I don't know. I'm certain that he normally wears gloves. So
He just forgot.
the 1-1. Lifted off the end of the bat towards the line and left, and it drops foul. It would be nice to get a signal from Chris Green every now and then. I mean, it says foul, and it was definitely foul. But don't really get anything from him. And for those of us behind the plexiglass, it would be nice.
Just a weird game all around. It feels.
What
feels
else
like.
would you expect?
Right.
Non-conference, last non-conference game before conference starts for the Knights. In game number 11, Knights trying to go to 7-4 if they can hang on to what has become an 8-run lead at the moment. The 1-2 from Ripke downstairs, 2-2. You know, that has been a strike a couple times on off-speed pitches, but has not been called a strike down there on a fastball yet, to my recollection, although there's been about 941 pitches in this game. The 2-2 comes back with a fastball again and fouled straight back.
And there's a huge gap out there in left center field. The
you know,
left fielder Schwantz is playing way towards the line.
Harris is playing towards the line and right too. He was earlier,
Holy Moses.
and the gaps are huge. I mean, it has been line defense here today for Concordia on both sides. With the wind blowing out to left, that ball bounces in there and it skips away from Bailey. Free bag coming for Brody Boland to put him 90 feet closer. Wild pitch to Ripke. Runner at third, 15-7, bottom of the 5th. 2 hours and 10 minutes in, after we got started about 13 minutes late here today. Josiah Leidig on deck. Crew bustle waits in the hole for the Knights, who has an extra base hit today. So does Leidig. The 3-2 to Bailey. Fastball is hammered into deep left field. Going back is Schwantz. He will haul it in a step in front of the warning track, and Boland charging home. And that will give an extra run to Boland, as that makes it 16-7. Nice piece there by Bailey, who put a long fly into that one and got the job done. Give the Knights their 9-run lead here in the 5th.
We're going to come up one short on this mercy rule, aren't we?
Not so fast.
That takes me back to so many games that I've umpired.
That's what I was going to say.
You're sitting there cheering for the mercy rule,
Yep.
and you come up one short.
Leidig pops the first pitch up. Measley had a little trouble discarding the mask. He runs out of room at the dugout. I think it falls inside the dugout. An active strike one for Leidig. Yeah, there's always plenty of those, and we're all three accustomed to those situations.
Yeah. That would be a great time for Josiah Leidig's first home run.
That would be nice.
And I think you can do it. I really do.
4 runs plated here in the 5th. The Knights needed 5 to get out of here early.
Early.
Well, early by inning standards only, not by time. And he got under it. It's out to left. It is carrying back towards the wall. And it's caught a step in front of the wall.
No, he dropped it. The umpire waves safe.
No. Tommy Muth calls him out. What's going on here? There it is. So Chris Green calls him out. Yeah, it looked at me like he caught it. It's a long ways out there, just in front of the sectional champion sign and out in front of the scoreboard. Well, we've already been here 2 hours and 11 minutes. Why not play another inning? 16-7, Norwell leading in a blowout on the Voice.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
16-7, Norwell leading heading into the top of the 6th inning. This is the 7th game in 11. Norwell has scored in double digits in the run category, and they are +9 in the run column here tonight. Got off to a less than ideal start, giving up a couple in the top of the first, but that inning could have ballooned into something much greater for Concordia. Norwell responded with 8 in the bottom of the first. Then Concordia got 4 of those back in the second to make it 8-6. It's been a wide Norwell lead since then, tacking on 4 in the bottom of the 5th. Cade Shelton, the freshman, on the mound now for Norwell, and we'll see what the lefty has to offer. I think Bo Morgan enters the game. Again, starts Tyler Grossman off with a strike at the belt. Bo Morgan replaces him in right, and of course Morgan started the game. Again, Eli Johnson is in line for the win here today. The strike one, swing and a miss, and Grossman is behind 0-2. Cade Shelton on the year has 8 strikeouts and 0 walks in 6 innings of work. That's the kind of guy you want on the mound right now, so somebody who could pump strikes in a 9-run lead.
Yeah, the promising lengthy lefty uses his height to his advantage on this mound that has a lot of incline to it. He uses it to his advantage to go downhill and work down to hitters.
The 1-2, another fastball. Boy, he just goes straight downhill, doesn't he? And this actually brings it a different perspective because I've actually umpired a few of his games on the mound, seen him work last year, and he does, and he has really harnessed his control a lot better this year already, both in JV and at varsity levels. Breaking pitch. That's one Riley probably could have stayed down on.
Yeah.
2-2.
That is the only knock on Riley, that he gets a little anxious to get up out of his stance and seems to be giving the umpire a false look there.
3-2 here. Shelton trying to keep his non-walk streak alive. This is his 3rd appearance. He did make 1 start. The payoff off the plate, and there's the walk.
Well, Derek did say that before the during that bat, so there is the
we're not blaming it on me today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we are. 100%.
Oh no, we're not. That's the 15th walk issued today.
No, but the first for Kate Shelton.
Right,
That
right.
is on you.
Right,
Come on,
okay.
wake up in here. Let's go.
Sure. I'm awake. There's ball. Well, on a day like today, why would you throw a strike?
Right.
So this is the first time I think I've seen Cade pitch this year. And to me, it looks like he has a really short stride.
He does. Certainly does. Very. That pitch is popped up into right. Shallow coming on is Morgan, and racing back is McBride. McBride calls him off at the last second, and Morgan hops out of the way. One away.
That could have been very, it could have been a catastrophe there for the Knights, with Bo racing in and Luke taking a good drop step back there to hustle back to get that one. Could have ended poorly, but ends in and out.
Here comes Valentine. A couple of hits for him today. Strike one at the knees. That's a really good pitcher's pitch that found the inside corner.
That's one that rides in on you as a right-hander. It looked like it got the inside and low corner. There's just nothing you can do on that one.
That one is away. A ball and a strike. Valentine, the 5-hitter for the Cadets. 7 runs on 8 hits for the team in maroon. Norwell, 16 runs on 10 hits today. 7 left for Concordia. The 1-1 swing and a miss.
You know, I have to say, I'm pretty excited to come back here in 2 or 3 years and watch Cade pitch again.
Right. There's a lot of promise in this young man. Oh, he just drives home fastballs, doesn't he? He's a fastball-heavy guy that fouls off of the top of the dugout/press box.
And it has one of those looks, too, where even the batter's geared up for it, but he just can't help it because he's just so long. His arm strides out so much, and you just don't have enough time to react, even though you know it's coming.
Works right downhill, grounds this pitch towards the right side. It stays fair, and Leidig will step on the bag for out number 2. Grossman was running on the pitch, so he'll reach second. It was soft anyway, no chance for a double play. 2 are out now with a runner at second here in the 6th. It's kind of a spinner off the bat. And Bultemeyer steps in here from the left side. 1 for 2 for Bultemeyer today. Concordia has not scored since the 4th, which seems like an eternity in this game because it is. Ball 1 up and away. Approaching 2:20 on the timer. Started at 5:13. Boy, this feels like one of those ACAC games, doesn't it?
Oh, boy.
Oh, way high there from Shelton, 2-0. Some of those games, man, can last forever in other conferences. I think we take for granted some of the games we get in the NE8 that typically, I mean, talk about a Leo game on Tuesday, but some of those games last 90 minutes. You're moving in and out of the dugout, you get a 4-2 game, and you get out of there. Shelton's falling behind Bultemeyer 3-0.
Or dare I say a CIC game.
Well, you both would know about that. So is this walk on me too? If he loses him, is that the deal? No, I'm off the hook now?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that. Shelton takes a quick look at the runner, although that's way down there. 3-1.
He's ready to get out of here.
Oh, yeah. 16-7. He was a little upset that fly ball from Leidig didn't carry another 2 feet, or else we would be out of here.
Hey, we all know that feeling, man. You open up the strike zone a little bit.
Especially when it's 16-7. This ball is chopped again towards third, and it's foul.
All right, now, here we go.
Bultemeyer has a full count now.
Hit line drive now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those times. Although, again, every now and then we've seen Chris Green give that a strike today. But more often than not, it's been on breaking pitches, not a fastball. Might also play the factor that was a 3-0 pitch. Pay off. Grounded towards the left side once again. Fielded on a chest-high hop by Brody Bolin. Throw up the line, but Leidig applies the tag before Bultemeyer is there. Side retired. Concordia turned away once again. The Knights need a run to get us out of here an inning early. And please get it. 16-7, Norwell.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Hey, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carter Ripke is still on the hill for Concordia. It is 16-7. We have really, really dragged on. I'd have to go back in the archives to see when the last game that reached 2.5 hours was from Norwell. It's been a while. It's been a long while.
It probably could have been a Snyder game that went extras.
Maybe,
but that's even
now,
that still moved.
That was early in the season and we started late, so I don't even know. It wasn't so much about
Maybe
it being
not,
a long
yeah.
game. It was just it got dark early. Snyder,
still a lot of runs. You're still
right.
17, 18 runs.
9 to 8 or 8 to 7.
Yeah, something like that.
It was 9 to 8, I think. Crew Bustle leads things off. And that was what, 2016?
Yeah.
Is that the one where Quentin had the walk-off?
That's right.
Yeah, in the dark.
And couldn't see it.
He kept running. Remember that? He hit
Yeah,
that one.
he
To
did.
the
Yeah,
ball.
absolutely.
All
He
we
did
needed
keep
was to
running.
get the
That's
runner
right.
in from like third, and he ran all the way around the bases. We were yelling at him to stop once he hit first.
I think we went and got him at third base, if I remember right.
He was rounding third. I think McLean hugged him to stop him.
Ball one down to Bustle, 1-1 here to Crew.
A lot of good times in the Norwell baseball program. And
Yeah, well, a lot of moments to, kind of stretch out here today, on a day like today. This one where you uncork all the stories to keep you alive. That's fouled straight back, 1-2. I mean, really, we complain a lot. It has been a watchable game. There's just been a lot of dead moments and 15 stinking walks.
I will say a few too many walks for my liking.
Well, and that has been with a rather expanded strike zone at times. The 1-2. Off speed, boom, see ya. Well, Bustle strikes out for the second time.
Quick, let's go.
Luke McBride.
And here comes Luke McBride with one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Knights needing a run to end this thing early. They lead 16-7. Strike inside corner, belt high to McBride. Luke trying to reach for the second time today. Well, has not done a lot of things in the strikeout category, either on the hitting or the pitching side. McBride flies this thing to right, down the line, foul territory, going towards the line and towards the fences. Harris and falls out of play. 0-2.
I got it.
But they had struck out 49 times coming into today, offensively, just under 5 a game, and they struck out just over 6 a game on the pitching side of things, with 62. The 0-2. Waved at, fouled straight back by McBride once again. We see a couple of those swings from Luke today, really expanding his strike zone, keeping himself alive.
McBride's really good at extending ABs and fighting off pitches, and that's what you want towards in guys that are towards the bottom of the lineup.
Oh, there's a swing and a miss. Down goes McBride. That was way outside the strike zone. And here comes Cade Shelton.
Once you get a batter in swing mode, you see him lunging out to foul off a pitch on 0-2. That's you hear it in MLB games all the time. They're just going to keep on getting a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, just try and get you to chase more and more until you just eventually can't even reach it anymore.
Shelton behind that pitch, and he fouls it out of play.
Number 10, Cade Shelton.
Both teams have tossed 3 guys on the mound today. It's been a combined effort in the slugfest. The strike one. Ugly looking swing and a miss by Shelton. Ripke's going to try to strike out the side here, bottom of the order. the 0-2. And he loops this one in foul territory behind the bag at third. And Tyler Grossman squeezes it. Well, put up runs all day until they needed an extra one, and they don't get it. We're going to the 7th, and this will hopefully be the last inning on The Voice.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Top of the 7th here on The Voice. 16-7, Norwell on top of Concordia, trying to put the finishing touches on a victory, which would be win number 7 on the season. What is this?
Reese Anderson, number 16.
Great. We've got a new hitter here. And he lifts the first pitch he sees into shallow center. Going back is Haynes. Instead, it's McBride who calls him off on the first base side of second. One pitch and one out here in the 7th.
That's what you like to see right
That's
there.
Right. That's right.
Nice try. Nice try, Reese.
Well, who's this? Max Cohen. All kinds of guys just getting in the game here in the 7th. Obviously a swing mentality in a 9-run game. And he swings at the first pitch. Wowza.
Wouldn't mess around with this one.
No.
Let's just go 2 more fastballs right down the middle. As you would say, Derek, a little good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
No, instead he misses down and in. Well, can't do that. 1-1. Sometimes broadcasts are nice and easy. Sometimes they labor. This one's been the latter, the 1-1. Up and away to Max Cohen, the pinch hitter, the number 14 wearing junior. Don't know who's on deck because I'm sure it's another pinch hitter. There's a lot of guys on the roster for the Cadets. And, hey, Shelton's falling behind 3-1. He lost one batter in the top of the 6th inning. He was given a gift by Chris Green to avoid his second walk. And there's a strike. You already knew that was going to be a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Anything close on that pitch.
Shadows now engulfing the plate. And the dugout shadows have reached the third base line, and down goes Cohen. 2 gone. Well, actually, so this is Carter Ripke, so he stays in the game here. Nah, he changes his mind. Carter Ripke's coming back to the dugout. Now who do they want? That is Maddox Wright, the sophomore.
Number 23, Maddox Wright.
Come on, 2-3. Come on, Maddox Wright. Let's go, kid.
First pitch. Strike. Right at the belt.
And fielders on the right side battling a sunset here.
Yeah. There's a cue shot foul. 0-2. The Knights are a strike away.
Mercifully.
A lot of the fans that have stuck it out here today are standing And on the move.
Anxious.
To get out
Anxious
here.
group.
And they're ready to make a dash for the exit. The 0-2 pitch. Way out of the zone. I probably like the idea. Carter Ripke is the hitter here. He has walked and struck out. Fouled out of play. Really, other than Morgan, it's really hard to fault a lot of the Knights pitching today. That has been really good. This pitch flown, foul territory, down the line. Kind of our blind spot down at first. Also an impossible ball to see for Bo Morgan out there in right. The 1-2 once again. He calls strike 3. Gorgeous. And Chris Green says, see you later. And that will do it. So that was quite a ball game. Norwell wins 16-7 here to earn win number 7. They go to 7-4. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5:28. Norwell takes on Leo at 5:30 for a first pitch. The Lions will come in with a record of 9-1, a team that is right now looking to be the conference favorites. And we'll have that for you tomorrow on WellsCountyVoice.com. Until then, on behalf of our owners, Scott and Dale Menser, and my partners, Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.